recap of last time. It's pretty short and sweet. After the events of the first few sessions, you all decided to try to complete your original mission of scouting out the location of possible separatist base. Turns out there actually is a base there, which you decided to attack and successfully took over. We ended it right after the last guy was killed, so we'll start with everybody looking around to see if there's anything of interest. And don't worry, Jack, I have a way to introduce your character into this pretty quickly early on.
Not worried at all. I'm going to
Um,
enjoy the
so,
game as it goes.
so currently, the base. I already added all the loot from the soldiers. Um,
It's
I
in the
would,
Predator.
yeah, I already added it to the Predator's stock. Um, but I would say so. First of all, pretty early on, you would, if you're exploring, like I'm not going to pull up the map, because I don't want to have to load a whole map just for something that could be done in theater of the mind. While exploring, like you're looking in one of the barracks and you actually find somebody who is like, who's in IMC fatigues and is like tied up and like held prisoner, and like he's gagged and like tied to some sort of something or other. Um, so I'm assuming you let him go.
Yeah, we find out who he is and let him out.
Okay.
As long as what we find, he answer. As long as we confirm that he is a soldier, not a plant. So we'll ask him what the day was. What was the codes for the day of the assault?
How long have I been a prisoner exactly?
You would probably have been a prisoner for like a day or two.
Look, I can't
Uh,
give you today's code because
No,
obviously
no, the
here
day of the
yesterday's
assault.
code was.
I'm guessing he was taken during the assault, right?
yeah. Which would have been like about 2 days. And then also I have a little bit of info just in advance for whenever you get asked. Like this is just some I sent you a DM of it. So anyway, continue.
So he's able to give us the code.
Yeah, he would give you like that information that you need. I hadn't thought of like what it would be, but if you ask him for like authentication to prove that he's an actual interstellar marine, then he'd be able to give you that.
Look, which squad are you guys from? I'm from Charlie Squad, Team Alpha.
We're Bravo Squad.
Yeah. You see anybody else from my squad around? Do you know where Team Alpha is now?
No, we haven't seen anybody since the day of the assault. We were out
Do you have
on a scout
communications? I got
mission.
to get back to them. I got to tell them what happened here.
There's nobody left. The fire base was attacked and overrun. We snuck in the next day to see if anybody was still alive, and they had the separatists had a small unit there holding it, which we retook, but we knew we couldn't hold it ourselves. So we decided to come back here, and this is where we were on the way to scout here, this location.
Nobody's left. Not Scully. Not Jack. Not Trades.
They weren't at the base. So there was a lot of dead bodies all over the place. We didn't have the time to collect dog tags or whatever we use here.
Yeah, you would have dog tags.
Hollow tags. It's the future.
Hollow tags, yeah.
It's the future, remember?
So we probably should have done that, but I didn't think about it then.
Has anybody got any water? Does anybody have clean water?
Well, hopefully this place has some water. Did we find some food and water here?
Yeah, we're going to address that. So, I mentioned it last time in the chat, between sessions, that I actually came up with a table for coming up with like military base scrounging stuff.
Yep.
So the way we're going to handle this is you guys, so somebody does a survival roll, like a regular scrounging roll, and then for each success, you get a, certain, like you get one item on the list, like we'll roll once, so it's sort of like if you get 4 successes, we roll 4 times. I will give you a freebie, because it would be asinine if there wasn't anything at all. So roll once, and we'll see how this goes. You can also roll the same result multiple times.
I do have the scrounger specialty.
Okay, so this is a freebie. So /RD6. You got. I assume you guys can see that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yep.
let's see. D6. Okay, so you find 50 liters of fuel.
That's nice.
But I'll add it to the sheet. I have it.
Cody, could I do the thing I said I wanted to do in chat, or is it is it everything unsalvageable? I'm just talking. I'm gonna pick it apart for like spares or something.
Like,
Just anything.
hold on. What'd you say in the chat? Are you talking about in the Discord or?
No, in the foundry. I
Okay.
wanted to scrounge the
The
burning
husk.
husk.
Oh, okay. There are scrounging rules for that. You can. I think it's a case of if you just. Let me just look it up because there are actually rules for that, but I forgot what they are. So players, weapons. Oh, let's see.
Pretty sure he can do one check.
Yeah, scavenging for parts. Uh, I think it's like. Um, you get like it takes like double successes to get something. Is that right?
I don't remember that rule.
Damn, where is it? Because I could have sworn there was something that. Um, I'm gonna look that up because players manual. Uh, oh wait, hold on. Vehicle combat, is there? Does it say that in there? Because I actually am pretty curious about this. If a vehicle is destroyed, you can. I know you can scrounge it, scavenging for parts. Oh, okay. If the vehicle is scavenged is permanently destroyed, you can still scavenge it, but you find one less spare part, meaning you'll have to roll at least 2 successes to find a single usable part.
Oh, okay.
That's in the
Okay.
vehicle combat handout in Foundry. Unders.
Well, can I check for ammo?
The ammo would have all been destroyed.
One unexploded autocannon shell. Come on, Cody. Just
No.
one. It's a spare autocannon shell that just happened to have rolled under the turret basket,
The
and
fuel,
then it exploded.
the fuel exploded and the whole vehicle caught fire. There's nothing left. If you want to scavenge like the hull of it, you can, but that would be a attack roll actually, apparently.
Okay, then. Do the crewmen look like they have any like tank helmets?
They would
Like
have like,
tanker helmet?
yeah, they would have like, the same sort of combat, like they would have statistically similar, like statistically identical helmets that regular separatist soldiers wear. It's just like a vehicle crewman variant.
Okay, then I'm just gonna take one of their helmets and just plop it on the commander's hatch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Well, why not? Look, I can't. I mean, if I wore this thing, it wouldn't make a difference. So I might as well just take it.
Oh,
Looks nice.
putting it as like a hood ornament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except instead of the hood, it's a turret ornament. But
Okay. Anyway, so
yeah, sorry.
because you did want to search the husk. If you want to do a tech roll, or have somebody else do it for you, help you with that, you can.
I'm not a good scrounger, so what is it? Either Drakelstein or Jake's character might be better than me at this, but I'm not.
If it's tech rolls, then double A's are here for you.
We might need parts. We need to scrounge the The
Yeah,
burning
we need
husk.
vehicle parts so we can
Yeah.
fix our stuff.
Yeah. So
Well,
by all
I'll
means.
I'll give it a tech roll then. If I injure myself, this might get some experience, so it's all good. Any modifiers?
No. Though it is going to take a
Fabulous.
shift to do, apparently. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Well, that'll be my shift then.
Yeah. So you do find two parts because, yeah, as it says, like you'll find one less spare part by default, meaning you'll need to roll at least two to. Hold on, somebody's. Yeah, your mic's crackling. Yep. So you find two vehicle parts. You'll spend a shift, um, dismantling it. In the meantime, the rest of the shift will say that you guys are searching for parts. So if somebody wants to do a survival roll to represent like scrounging through the base.
I
I'm
want to do
AA.
that only for my own, if it's possible. I'd like to spend the shift doing that because number one, I have the scrounger specialty, but no survival skill per se. And I'm going to want to put points in that later on. So I
Oh,
actually need to do physical rolls for that in order to be eligible
okay.
to upgrade that. But don't have that prevent other people from doing scrounging because likely I won't succeed very
Yeah.
well.
Well, that's for you guys to decide.
I'm fine with that unless someone else has a better survival.
I'm AA with the scrounger.
Yeah, I think you should be doing it for the group, and I'll just be doing it to
You
find
can
my stuff or whatever.
assist, Katie. Well, assisting wouldn't help me because I'm already AA. But are we only allowed to use one person?
Other people can help you and give you a boost.
Okay.
Jake could always do it, and you could assist him. I know it makes a bit odd with the skill progression, but narratively, as a person who's been locked up here, might make sense that they might know where some of the good stuff is,
Well,
and
keep in mind if
let Jake get the skill.
Yeah, well, if he's got Scrounger, then he automatically gets a +1, and then if
Yeah.
Riley assists him, he gets another +1, and there are no negative modifiers to this.
That's
All right,
fine.
I'll add 2 plus
Well,
ones and
Well, don't put a
see how that
+1 in the
goes.
thing, just add a modifier of 1.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like 1 for each. Okay.
Well, that's not going to do much.
Yeah. You could push.
You could push it.
I'll push it. Why
Oof.
not? Not okay. One.
I
That's
saw the 11. I saw the 11 next to the
yeah,
98.
yeah.
How much?
Well, wait a
That
minute. You
is
were
one hit
12,
capacity.
right? What was
Sorry?
your survival?
My survival is only based on intelligence, which is C.
Oh,
I
okay.
have no survival, but I do have scrounger for some reason as a specialty, which is why I'm going to put in survival next time when I can. But that's a fail, but no X. But I think because I push, I still take
No.
a stress. Correct?
No, you only take a stress
Only
if you get a
Only
1.
if I get one. Okay, fair enough.
And Foundry will also like it'll tell you like damage stress +1. So if it doesn't say
Okay.
that, then you're fine.
Then,
It'll also do
yeah.
the same thing for like weapon jams and that sort of stuff. Okay, so you find the fuel, but you don't really find anything else. There are like you would actually there is a command post on base. I'll just share a screenshot in the general chat of which one it is. Because I don't want to have to load the whole map just for it. So it is in the Interstellar Marines chat. It was this building right there. That was the command post. So,
Oh, okay.
if somebody wants to check that out, because the thing is, keep in mind is that Gunner is tearing apart the APC, like the enemy APC, and then Riley um and Eldad are trying to search the base for stuff. So I guess Matthias, if you would like to search that, like I don't know, I should ask like what are you doing during the shift?
Before we do that, can I check the liquid remains of the commander to see if he had any ID cards or any intel on him we could be using? Because you did say I killed an officer.
Yeah, well, you killed yeah, there was an officer on like in the group that charged in the warehouse or in the workshop. If you search him, he would have an access card.
Okay. This will very much come in handy. And wait, I'm on the what is it?
The
I'm
map,
on the like the what is it?
world map.
The world map.
I know.
Um,
I preloaded the world map because I didn't want like I was like I didn't see any point in having the map from the encounter loaded.
in that case, I would like to search the command post with this access card, if
Okie doke.
applicable.
So yeah. So you go in, there's a computer that normally wouldn't, like, you would have to enter like an authorization code, but because you have the code of the, the ranking officer on base, um, you would have access to that, and you would find, um, two bits of intel. Uh,
Hmm.
One is that from records on site, you would gather that this base was actually set up as the Separatist first step in getting set up in this region, as a location for them to set up launch basic recon patrols and station some guys before more forces arrive to bolster their numbers. Records show there are actually vehicles stationed at this base, but the vehicles mentioned on file aren't actually present. Those vehicles consist of 2 attack cars and 1 APCs, although it wouldn't be apparent if the APC you fought is the one that was stationed here.
It wouldn't be apparent.
Well, yeah, you don't necessarily know if it's the right. It just says there was an APC stationed at this base, but you weren't able to get the designation of it or know like okay, this is APC 3647, and the one I just blew up is 3647 or it's 3648 or something like that. You don't have that
Yeah.
level of intel. But the other thing you find out from the separatists, like a set of orders that was transmitted. Um, the Separatists have caught wind of how some survivors of both the Snow Wolves and the local planetary garrison are regrouping in a location spoken to, quote unquote, as the shadow of a fallen giant, potentially for a major counteroffensive, but they don't know what that means and where the Marines are gathered. Uh, and it's also mentioned that, like, and this is the order that's given out to everybody. The Separatist Army's doctrine is switched from an automatic kill on sight to a focus on trying to capture and interrogate smaller IMC units, if possible, in the hopes of getting the location of the rest of the IMC forces. They'll still kill you if necessary for their own survival, but they'll endeavor to, like, their orders are to, like, try to take people alive if they can, if they're trying to blow your brains out.
Yeah.
So you would get
Okay.
that information, and then everything else is not really important. It's just like crew manifests and that sort of shit.
So there's completely no information on which direction the IMC forces are going to be attacking from. They don't know anything about where they are. It's just they know there's a counterattack coming at some point.
Well, yeah, they know that, like, from what they've overheard from guys like they've interrogated, or radio chatter they've intercepted is like, okay, so there are still IMC units here. We haven't killed all of them. They're regrouping somewhere, possibly for a counteroffensive. We don't know where they are, but their priority is finding them. And so to that end, they're more willing to try to subdue you and take you prisoner rather than like just outright killing you. I mean, they'll still fight, to try to take you down if it means their own survival, but there is a new focus on trying to take prisoners. That's the whole reason why. You can guess that's probably the whole reason why they took Eldad. Which, by the way, at this point, I'm assuming that Jake, you would have introduced yourself.
Yeah, I knew you guys are busy with other stuff
Yeah.
after probably a long combat 2 weeks ago, so it's not a problem. I understand.
Okay. But so you would find that information, like Eldad is a good example of that doctrine. Like they actually took him alive.
Well,
Good to know.
they saw my the medic cross on my uniform. They didn't want to hurt a good medic.
Oh, good. We need a medic.
Yeah, we do. Well, that is good to know. Is there anything in the command post worth taking, or is it just all like any documents, for example, any like anything at all, any intel, or is it just that?
It's mainly just like a combination of like a control center and a whatchamacallit, a like a comms outpost,
Yeah.
and that's the whole reason why that all that intel would be there, because that's sort of the central hub for receiving and storing intel.
Okay. Any longer range radio? Any longer range looking radios?
Like personal radios.
Like anything, like a backpack radio or something. Like anything that looks longer range than what we have, but is at least somewhat portable.
Unfortunately, no. This is how they get their signals.
So apart from taking the comm tower, there's nothing.
Yeah, there's
Nothing
no way
Like-
you're carrying that with you.
Yeah.
rip the con units with us, so our tech can break them down for electronic parts, so he can fix our radio.
That is true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to disable the like take apart the com tower, like it wouldn't be functional anymore, but you could get some electronic parts out of it.
Um, I'll wait till what is that? I'll keep watching the IFV, but I'll wait till Gunner is finished scrounging the blown up APC, so that way he has time to scrounge the comms outputs for any parts.
That depends on how many shifts we want to spend here after we know the gunship flew off. Gunner's perfectly happy to scrounge through all of this junk, but in terms of the risk to the team in lurking here for a long time, that might not be an option available to us.
Yeah, because currently in terms of like shift stuff, so you I know the last time you guys slept, like set up camp, was in the afternoon. Riley did all the scouting stuff in the evening. You guys launch your assault at night. And so if you're doing all this, like the scrounging and the scrapping, that's going to take you into the morning shift.
Well, it's submitting the two shifts to at least get enough stuff to fully repair the vehicle, so that way we're not blind or we're not deaf. Because that radio might be important and to figure out where the hell everyone is.
Well, the problem is you would not be able to mount the radio to your vehicle, but you could dismantle it to get
No,
parts.
I meant like I'd rather spend the two shifts to get the parts to repair the radio. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But you could just, sorry, you could just rip it out, and we just bring it with us, and
Wait, can I
wherever
just
we
rip out the
camp,
radio?
yeah, it's just you're grabbing whatever electronic parts they have, and he could break them down later.
Well, keep in mind the radio, it's like a radio, like not a colossal radio tower, but it's not like a personal, like a phone. It's not exactly a phone on the, like a landline on a wall. It's sort of like a large tower that transmits signals.
Right, but the
How about the equipment inside?
the equipment inside isn't part of the. It's connected to wires to the tower.
Yeah,
It's not.
you could take that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm not expecting to use it. I'm expecting to break it down.
Okay, so you can take it with you and break it down on the way. Okay, yeah, you can totally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to. I feel like that would definitely be the better option.
Yeah, because I don't want to stay here
So yeah, do you want
any
me
longer
to
than we have to.
roll something to make sure I could pull it out?
Yeah, I would say it would probably be tech to make sure you could, take it out in the first place, but like be it intact.
Can I just literally rip it out? Like just yoink. Like
I mean,
because
if you do that, you could risk breaking it.
can I roll strength roll to see if I break it?
Question is, would those items be modular?
Not that I can. I'm not an expert on that sort of thing. I don't think so.
Well, we don't care if he breaks it.
Just need parts.
Yeah. Okay.
Right,
Well, then if
we're
you
gonna
want to
be-
do like flat
We're not
strength,
planning on using it.
yeah, if you plan to do flat strength, roll that to see if you can just like tear it out of the wall. Nope.
Oh man.
Despite all my strength, I can't pull it out. I'm one of the strongest motherfuckers radios here, and I can't pull out some fucking radios. Okay.
Welcome to Riley's world.
Now, I will say, so it's
This
not
is
coming
like the
out.
unluckiest group. I'm waiting to die because shit, we just roll the worst rolls. I'm telling you, it's funny as hell.
Well, I will say now, the bad news is you can't rip it out and do it on the go. The good news is if you wanted to stay here and do it, you could.
I mean,
Well,
technically, that
It's a
shouldn't
failure of
take more
time,
than
not of
5
ability.
minutes. Could he try again?
Yeah, I suppose.
okay, I'll try again.
Luckily,
failed to
nobody was
break it.
in there to realize that you couldn't do it.
Maybe I gave up the first time because I'm a bit stressed out. So maybe just maybe, I could pull it out successfully.
Maybe not.
I can fix
Well,
that. I know
better.
how to fix that.
Oh, there you
Yep, there
go.
you go.
Oh,
I
finally.
did it.
Okay, so you finally, like, you loosened it with your first attempt. Unfortunately, like, your first, like, you originally, like, went flying back because, like, you tried to pull it and then, like, it broke
Dropped me.
off. You went flying across the room or something like that. So, but you pull it off, quite literally, I might add, and, you've taken apart, like, the central, like, unit of the radio tower. So the actual tower is still in place, but you have its, like, actual, like, transmitter mechanism that you could actually break down into parts. Um, so I would say you would have finished your scrounging stuff, the scrounging and scrapping by dawn. Um, so what is your plan now?
Bug out. What do y'all think? Bug out? Get
Yeah,
out?
do you want to bug out back to that mountain where our guys are now and camp there? I know it's close, but it's close enough that we can keep watch on the fire base to see what comes back.
I'm fine with that.
Sounds sensible. Gunner's happy to sit on the comm as well.
We don't have comms.
Remember?
We've got
By
the
the
like
way,
terrible short range comm, I suppose.
No, I'm saying like your radio was damaged at one point.
We could.
Oh god, yeah, no, it was. Sorry, my brain tried to. Yeah, I guess Gunner consider trying to fix that wherever.
by the way, can I just ask who's commanding in charge here and what their rank is? I know some players are very sensitive about those things from other games.
Yeah, our commander kind of had
Bullet.
kind of issues, so we don't know where he went. At a character, he couldn't get his Discord to work, so he dropped
Yeah.
out.
Oh,
So I think
okay, I
we
see.
have, I think we have 2 corporals.
Yeah,
Okay,
Riley
fair
and then
enough.
a player who isn't here are both corporals, and then Matthias and Gunner. Like Gunner is I think specialist, and Matthias is I think private first class. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll defer that question until 2 weeks from now when we have our commander.
So Jake, what are you? What's your rank?
PFC.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's the same. Yeah. Welcome to the club. Right.
I didn't ask for war; it fell upon me.
But I will say it now in terms of so with the electronic parts, you could fix the radio for one of them, but first you need to dismantle the thing to get the parts. And see how many you get out of it. But I feel like that would probably be another shift. I think that's how long it takes to scrounge something.
Yeah, you really need to custom that. It
Yeah.
doesn't take 4 hours to break down an electronic radio.
Depends
Yeah,
how
I'd say
bad it's
maybe.
been messed up being
Okay, then
yanked out of the
well,
wall by the Hulk.
how does a stretch sound?
Yeah, I usually do an hour.
Oh, okay, an hour. All right, yeah, an hour then. Um, so it would still be within the confines of the morning shift. Though first we're gonna address the driving, I guess. Because you're going off road. Again, you would be needing to make, I think, a driving roll. Or not, or hold on, what is it again? Let me fucking, because I actually, Tom, I followed your advice in making a travel handout.
Yep.
Like for terrain. Okay, so driving, where is that? So
Yeah, we'll have to do a driving with the mountain modifier.
yeah. And you also need to, like at the start of each shift, you must make a driving roll modified for terrain type. If you drive off-road into a new terrain type, you need to make an additional roll. So the first roll is you're driving on flat, like open tundra, which is just going to be a +1. A +1 to drive. I should ask
Uh,
who is driving.
Yeah, doesn't one of our PCs here have a good drive?
Gunners maybe.
Yeah, you drive for now, because you're a better driver than run him over.
Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, he's like a
Unfortunately.
NASCAR pro driver when it comes to running people over, but
There's no people on mountains. So there's not much motivation to try too hard.
or you could try to
Is
like
it?
bribe him by saying, it's like, "Hey, Mike, I bet you there's a guy up the hill." He just guns it.
Yeah, you'd probably get a few guys unintentionally or intentionally.
Civilians.
Since it's a mountain, is that -1 mod?
Well, no, the first thing is because you're driving here, like you're leaving the base, you're
I
driving there.
see.
You're going to be doing a driving roll for open terrain, which the good news is that's a +1.
Driving with a +1. Succeed.
All right. Oh, also, hold on. I think there's also a survival roll to navigate. If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess that would probably be. Well, actually, if here's your chance again, Eldad, if you want.
No,
What?
no, I do that. We're not getting lost.
No, there was
Not
actually an
near
error
camp time.
in my. Anyway, okay.
We missed out on equipment. It drives me nuts.
No, there was a mechanical reason why I
Yep,
didn't
I know.
check
That's
my
why I wanted you to get a success.
character sheet properly. But
I mean, I don't know
No, we're
how
not
lost we
gonna
can
waste
really
fuel.
get when we don't have anywhere to go to. You know, just each
We're
bit of
only
the
going
wilderness is the
really
same.
3 hexes.
This is
So,
great.
so I don't think there's any modifier, especially because you're not driving at night.
Uh, yeah, something's buggy with this.
Okay, so you can navigate, and then now I need another driving roll from Gunner. This one is going to be at a flat roll, just a 0, because these are technically hills, not mountains. Oh, nice. Okay, so you get up to, I guess you want to say either here or Riley's token is.
No,
Riley's
probably.
navigating.
I like that spot.
I'll move it out of the way. Put the Bravo Squad icon here. Okay, so you guys are there. Next, so now we're going to set up camp. And let's see, where is the setup camp handout? It's in the massive travel thing, which I unfortunately did not fully break down. Okay, so and the good news is there might be another opportunity to do survival. Well, there are probably going to be like at least 2. So let's see, where is? Oh god damn it, where is it? Keeping watch, scrounging, foraging, hunting, fishing, making camp, Okay. So make a survival roll. Only one character rolls to um to. Oh, and also I would say Jake, your character would have all your gear. Um, it wasn't necessarily on your person, but like when scrounging through your base, like, oh, there's my stuff. They just left it lying in the adjacent room. So you do have
That solves a different problem. So thank you.
okay. So you have all your stuff. I wouldn't dare make you start from scratch. So one person makes a survival roll. If your roll succeeds, blah blah blah. So one person's going to do survival.
Alrighty.
So do you want
Jake, do you want to assist?
Sure. Go ahead. Grab the
Okay, I'll
+1.
take the +1 then.
okay. So you succeed at that, and then roll recon if you want to hide the camp.
Alrighty.
And I also need to roll the weather.
Wait, do I get a bonus on that one?
Yeah, so once you roll the recon, I will say, while you're doing that, yeah, the weather is starting to suck because as you're driving, oh,
Oh yeah, that's a good recon.
That's a good one.
so you set up a hidden camp. The enemy will have to, well, technically, yeah, if they are in visual range of the fire, it automatically gives you away. Um, so just be mindful of that. But I will say, as I was saying before, the weather um, starts to snow heavily. Um, so uh, in terms of by this point, because I always keep forgetting, stamina rolls. Well, actually, no, you have I'm assuming you make a fire.
Um, yeah, if it's snowing, they're gonna have to be on top of us anyway.
Okay, so you start a fire, so you don't have to roll stamina to avoid hypothermia. Um, so you are, um, yeah, you're good to go there. Um, that's so Riley and Eldad are getting the camp set up. Matthias, what are you doing?
Keeping watch in the IFV and the gunner seat.
Okay. So you're going to be standing guard, and
Yeah.
then uh, Gunner, what are you doing?
I believe I have some tech to scrap
Yep.
before moving on to repairing my radio.
Yeah, so you'll do two tech rolls. One is to scrap see how many parts you get. One is to fix the radio.
Scrap roll is a success to fail, so we'll take that
Okay.
because I can't do anything with it anyway.
Alright, so you scrap, you get two parts, two electronic parts. And then another tech roll to fix the radio. It'll consume one of the parts, because I think the radio has like 1 HP. Okay.
Fabulous. And I'll stick a spare part in my gear.
Okay. So the radio is now fixed. I would say the whole process of first taking the thing apart and fixing the radio will be your actions for the shift. So I guess the afternoon shift is one because this is all this stuff is in the morning. I'm assuming then you're going to um sleep in the afternoon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So everybody but Matthias sleeps during the afternoon. I need to roll something. Oh well, first I need to roll what the weather if the weather stays the same or if it changes. Um, So the weather, it starts to like as Gunner or not Gunner, Matthias, you would notice like the weather during the time
Yeah.
everybody's starting to sleep, it's starting to kind of clear up a little bit. It's still snowing, but it's no longer like crazy like it was. Um, and uh, now I need to do something else. So just one moment, please. Where is? Okay. So you don't get any sort of hassle with. Oh, I didn't realize, Jack. I got your message about the intelligence. Sorry about that.
No, just for just so if you saw that I made a change, you'd know why. No
Okay,
big
thank
deal.
you. So
Yeah.
the yeah, the afternoon passes. You know, you like I will say, Matthias. If you
Yeah.
want to make me a recon roll, please, I would say. Hold on, I need to see what modifiers there are for that, because depending on what there are, that might.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Yeah, well, I'm looking in recon. Um,
Yeah.
so recon.
Yeah. Give me a sec. My Foundry is acting up.
Yeah.
Let me open up my sheet. Which is weird.
Trying to see where the hell it says. Like there's a um,
Yeah. Wait. I can open it. Okay.
spotting others.
Recon. Do I get any bonuses because I have thermals in the IFE or no?
It would not give bonuses. It just removes certain negative modifiers. But I need to see what um those modifiers actually are. Um,
Darn.
it's
Uh,
a
How
passive
much snow is coming down?
it's like an average, but like as if it was a regular snowing pace. It's not very slow, but it's not ultra crazy blizzard. It's just sort of like average steady snowfall. So there's not like a ton of it, and it is the afternoon, so um
Probably
yeah,
-1.
um
It,
it's
look at the snow
actually.
terrain modifier chart.
Oh, did I post that in? Oh yeah, snow terrain modifier, uh
Because
visibility.
mainly the numbers I made up were for movement, but you could treat it the same way as visual.
Yeah. I forgot all about that handout. Thanks for pointing out. So I would say it's a -1. Um,
doesn't
so
matter. I have thermals. Like.
well, yeah, if you have thermals, then it's just a flat roll, but it is passive.
All right. Fair enough. So. Then I am terrible for recon. So let's just hope this works. I'm gonna try to push that. I'm already stressed out. That's why you
Um,
always push.
Nice.
nice. Okay, yeah, you would actually see like you see faint shapes, like you see off in the distance something in the sky that look to be at least two different aircraft heading towards that base.
I assume I can't identify it because it's all just white, like white
Yeah,
outlines,
they're just sort of
essentially.
like white blips that are moving. Um,
Yeah.
that you see them there, but you would not have any shot at actually hitting them. Um, and like or identifying them, but you can see at least two different aircraft flying in from, I would say, like where's the line tool? Like maybe flying in from like here, like this direction, coming in from the southwest towards the base, flying in and sort of setting down, and then as they're descending, they sort of come out of your visual line of radius, because like line of sight, because you can't. There's only so far you can turn the turret down, and they could land past that. But you do see aircraft coming in and landing at the base.
You can't see if they're like dropping people off, correct?
No, they're now out of your line of sight, but you do at least see them coming in.
All right, good to know.
So,
All
that
right.
is pretty much your eventful event during the afternoon shift. So we're now at the evening, um, where I would say, well, actually, Matthias, you now that you're in the afternoon and it's been like a full day without sleep, think there might be some sort of roll you have to make to like
Pretty
not
sure that would be stamina.
possibly, but I just want to double check. So,
Yeah, it's fine.
where is travel? Or no, what the hell is it? Stress, I guess. Let's see. Nope. Where the hell is condition? Sleep deprived. Um, you need to sleep for at least one shift every day. After one day without sleep, you become sleep deprived. It has several effects. You cannot heal stress. Um, you must take 1 point of stress each day. If incapacitated by stress while sleep deprived, you collapse in sleep for at least one shift and are impossible to wake up during that time. As soon as you have slept for at least a shift, you're no longer sleep deprived and can heal stress normally. So you take one stress.
Can I roll a stamina to delay the effects for at least like 2 shifts?
No, no, sorry. Um, but so you do take 1 point of stress. Um, and
I don't think I ever healed the initial point of stress I got. I don't know if I did, so I'm just gonna assume I'm at 2 stress capacity now.
well, let me just look. So recovery. Yeah, unfortunately not because you automatically heal 1 point of remaining stress for each full shift spent resting or sleeping. So you'd have to sleep. So you're currently at 2 stress. What is your capacity? Let me just check.
Ooh, out
4.
of 4
Okay.
right now.
Okay, you got 4 total and you got 2, so you got halfway there. Um, Now the good news uh is that we're now in the evening shift. So everybody else is waking up. So if you want to sleep, um, and everybody's fine with that, you can get some rest. And then you can heal 1 stress for every shift you sleep.
To take a nap. You guys have fun. Gunner, make sure you don't wake me up when you're fixing that goddamn radio. On that, I'm going to bed. Good night. And he's gonna fall asleep in the gunner seat. So, yeah, that's my shift. Ugh,
Or no, you should have just like parodied Master Chief's like wake me when you need me. Snaps your fingers, points, don't need me.
wake me.
Um, so
Absolutely, just
Would you like a mobility roll to see if I can repair things quietly?
Well, I would say you're not really making. Listen, you're not exactly using like power tools and grinding and stuff. I don't think it's sort of like rewiring things and that sort of stuff. So
just for the hell of
Well,
it.
yeah,
I don't know
if
if it's
just for the hell of it,
mobility.
yeah, let's do a
Yeah.
mobility.
technically he would be because he needs to repair our fuel system. Our fuel tank is damaged.
Oh, so yeah, okay. In that case, you'd have to fix both the radio and the fuel tank.
Sure,
Oh, I thought
fuel
the
tank
radio was
though.
fixed already. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you're right. He did fix the radio, so he does have to fix the fuel tank as well. Though I would say it would be extremely dangerous to try to do that while the vehicle's running.
Yeah, Gunnar does love keeping gear working for you guys. I guess that would definitely get me an experience at the end of the session, but maybe not the best use of his limited capacity.
Well, yeah. Well, the question is because as I would say, it would be a foolish proposition to try to fix the fuel while the vehicle's running. Um, so if you want to, speaking of which, if it's damaged and is it still leaking fuel? I can't remember.
No, we can't go over half of our fuel.
Oh, okay. So it's not actually leaking.
No,
Okay. So let me just double check that.
we've never been over 50%, so it's never been a problem. But we probably should fix it.
Yeah. Okay. So, do
Yeah,
you want to?
let's not bring a blowtorch to it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't.
I did that the other IFV that we fought. I don't want to recreate that. Then where am I gonna get the autocannon ammo?
So do you want to?
Eldad takes out a piece of chewing gum that he's been chewing for a while and says, "Here, stick it on that."
Oh dear. That's funny. Um, so Is there anything anybody would like? So as I said, Gunnar, do you want to do you guys want to stay where you are and fix the radio or the fuel tank, or do you want to get on the road and fix it later?
If we're not already, sorry, you go, Riley.
My suggestion is we stay here, let our gunner sleep for 2 shifts, and then let our tech guy do some 2 shifts worth of stuff because we've got so much stuff to fix and hack into. And I'm just going to take a nice little stroll down the bottom of the hill and across the plains, and let's go see what came back to the base.
Okay. Um, so you're going down the plains. Are you going on the snowmobile or just on foot?
No, on foot because
Okay.
it's 2 hexes. So
Do you think
it's
it would be
walkable
within
down
reason?
there, and
Within reason to do? Because if you're going on foot, and you don't really have any sort of landmarks that I can think of. Do you think it wise to roll a thing to not get lost?
yeah, because it's been snowing,
Yeah, good point.
so there's
Okay,
no
so
tracks.
yeah, so travel. Let's go back to it. Or no, wait, it's travel terrain. I think in my handouts. Marching. Okay, so um, in open terrain you can march 2 hexes. And uh, you need to march, or you need to do, I think, survival to make sure you don't get lost. Yeah,
Yep.
marching off, well, it says off-road at night, but I feel like marching off-road in the middle of nowhere is still a survival roll, so somebody can roll survival. Eldad, are you going with him?
Yeah, may as well go and check, see what's coming back.
Okay, so it's up to you who wants to do survival.
So Jake, you're coming with me, right?
Yeah,
All right. So then I'm +1 then.
go ahead.
All right, so you
All
don't get
right, we
lost.
stay on.
But you guys do are making a stamina roll as well. Both of you are making stamina because you're no longer by a fire. Who was that rolled?
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure. That was me. You have me as I'm clicked on a Bravo squad because I don't
Okay,
have my own.
so I need to drag your token on the
Yeah,
map
sorry
so you
about
can
that. Mm.
sure. So but I'll count your roll as a success. So Riley, I just need a stamina from you.
I'm glad I remembered that because I'm Ranger.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
So you guys resist the cold. You resist the yeah, like you don't get lost. And in terms of scouting at the base, so I won't bring the map, bring up the map unless you want me to. Um, that I don't think would be important for this case. But in terms of what you see,
Nah.
so you're they sent a lot of guys back to investigate this base. Like the force that it's much busier now. They're actively I would say maybe you have sort of an elevated position to scout from. They've got more patrols. They've got sentries manning bunkers. More guys on the streets, or down the roads and stuff. It's pretty packed. They're definitely this. They must have sent in a full platoon at least.
Okay. Any roving patrols outside the base?
In the same hex as you.
Correct.
No, I mean at least if there are, they haven't gotten if there would be, they haven't gotten to you yet.
All right. Well, we'll spend part of the time the end of this shift and beginning of next, just overwatch and collecting any intel we can before we head back.
Okay. And I would mention, Gunner, if you would like to, if you fix the radio, you can also eavesdrop on comms because you would be in range.
Can I eavesdrop on comms while fixing the fuel tank? I guess is the question.
That's a good question. In terms of,
If they're spending 2 shifts, I've got slightly lost track on which shift I'm fixing what, but if they're spending 2 shifts going down there, I think I've got 1 shift of
Yeah, you
fixing
can-
up the radio and 1 shift of fixing up the fuel tank, maybe?
pretty much.
Well, I thought the radio was already fixed.
Yeah, he fixed the radio during previous shift.
Yeah, so
Sorry,
who
yeah.
has the fuel tank? And you probably spend 1 shift tech and 1 shift radio, and
Yeah.
you
So
could
I guess
probably fix the fuel tank and maybe even 1 or 2 of the guns. Try to hack them.
Well, in that case, it's a tech roll to comms listening, right?
Yes. And let me just double check the trying to remember. I think Christ, I don't remember where I put the handout, but it was during the I think the comm slicer gives, hold on, where the fuck is that thing? Gear, eavesdrop comm slicer. So you can slice in enemy communications. Now when encountering a group of hostiles, roll text. I think it would just probably be a flat roll for if you're using the vehicle radio, but if you have an ability, I think it's like give communications, it would give you a +1.
Yes, I do have communications, but a flat roll for me is already 2 A's. I have far too many tech specialties for someone with double A in tech.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go for the flat roll. 1 success. Pushing that seam. Let's push it. What could go wrong? Fine. Yeah, 1 success.
Yeah. What sucks is the fact that so hold on. Reveal this. I tried my best to like re-roll because I wanted there to be some sort of meaningful intel. But in both cases there was a 1, which means like that it's just like the regular radio, you hear static and nothing important. So here I am kind of torn on whether to make it interesting and like just manually choose something or
Well, at least we know the radio's working.
actually no, I do know what to do. So Gunnar, so you would hear some chatter saying that the people are like, so the separatists, they're speaking in Norwegian again. But your comm slicer will translate that. But they're talking about like, we have like, we the prisoner, like the marine that we captured isn't here. Do you think he was taken to the facility to the south? And then somebody else is like, well, no, obviously, because all our guys are fucking dead. And then there's a little bit of an argument, like somebody saying like, well, they could have been killed after he was transferred. And then it's like, well, there's no sign of the folks who who killed all our guys here. It's like, was it Harbingers? Was it Marines? We don't know. And so the comms pretty much die down after that. But basically, like, they obviously know that this base was attacked. They have people on patrol. And then most important of all, you get notification that says like, yeah, there is a prison that Marines are being taken to.
Excellent news. And I guess also quite nice that they're not sure if it's Harbingers. We can just definitely that'll work out in our favor somehow. But fab. When everyone's back, I guess I'll tell them.
I'm still here.
You're asleep.
You're sleeping.
Oh,
You
yeah, fair
explicitly
enough.
asked me not to wake you up.
No,
So
Sleep. I am asleep. Fair enough. I forgot for a split second.
So in terms of, yeah, you get the the intel of a prison to the south. I would say so they don't give you coordinates to it. But if you got any, like, I'll make this give you some freedom here. It's like if you can think of a way like how you could find out where, um, and input from everybody else is of course welcome. But if you can think of a way, then you might be able to do a roll to figure out where. So like this is just an optional kind of roll.
The question I have is, what was the name of where they think our troops are hiding? What was the nickname they called it?
They said it was. Let me just scroll up back to my notes. They called it the where the hell is it? They called it the Shadow of a Fallen Giant. That was their sort of like the code name for it.
What the hell is that?
Is what?
The fallen giant.
Oh,
It's ominous and enticing, is what it is.
I
But
know.
I can't think of a clever way to try and figure out where this prison would be. So I
Shadow
think
of a Fallen Giant. I have a feeling it might be a fort. The hunch. Because the giant might be referring to the IMC, which could be Annapolis. You could convert that into a prison. That's the big stretch, but could be. That's just my 2 cents on the whole matter.
I mean, based on the map, my guess would be that the industrial lumberyard would be more convertible to a prison than Etavik, and I would expect them to set up a prison in a pre-established place. But for the time being, Gunnar will get on with repairing a fuel tank rather than trying to decipher Norwegian code names.
all right, so you're not going to try to do anything else to figure out where the prison is?
Possibly when everyone's back.
Okay. So, I would say to the away team that there's nothing else really going on at the time, like you're scouting troop movements, but there don't seem to be anything coming towards you. They're just sort of securing the perimeter. Um, and so hold on. Matthias is sleeping in the afternoon and evening, right? Those are the
Yeah.
two shifts? Okay, so by nightfall, I'm assuming is when everybody would converge. So
Correct.
because there aren't any tracks to follow and it is night, I'm gonna have to ask for the same sort of
Is it still snowing?
I need to check that actually. Slash RD6 because what let's see. Nope. Perfectly clear. Oh, oops, I added a private GM roll.
All right, to survival.
Uh, yeah, it's survival to navigate, um, and then it's going to be stamina rolls to avoid hypothermia.
All right, you have the +1.
All right.
All right, good. It was a good push.
Oh my!
Oh no, it wasn't.
Wow. Oh,
Oh, O'Reilly's back to being I don't care
As
because when I get back, I'm going to go to sleep anyway, so it don't really matter.
all right.
Oh dear. Um. So.
Oh shit, I'm already still hyperthermia. I never unchecked the box.
Well, I would say, but no. By this point, you would have definitely, recovered because you've been.
Oh no, I did. Yeah, I just never unchecked the box. All the
So.
boxes checked again, and then it's a stress, isn't it?
I need to double check that one sec. Um. Other. Oh, oops. Conditions.
Well,
Hypothermic. You immediately suffer 1 damage, 1 stress.
One damage.
Um.
That was what I
Yeah.
was.
Well, it's
Okay.
it's both. So, and you can't heal damage or stress only until you've warmed up by a campfire, but also by like the generator, if like the heat box, if you actually manage to recharge it. Um,
uh, as the medic, is there anything I can do to kind of recognize that it's happening and take measures prior to him sustaining damage?
unfortunately, you would not really like notice until it's very apparent that like he's sort of like shivering very heavily, trembling, almost sort of like weakly trudging along like a zombie. I don't exactly know how hypothermia really manifests in some people. Because I've never had it myself. But yeah, so you would notice like your analysis of the medic is like, we need to get this guy by a fire so he doesn't fucking freeze and die.
All
But the
right.
good news is by the time you've really noticed that you guys are back to here, so it's currently night, um, and Riley, like you're probably helping sort of carry him a little bit, like helping him stand so he doesn't like drop, fall, like freeze and shit. Um, so you guys are all back at camp. By this point, Matthias has also woken up. Your stress should be gone now, Matthias.
Yay!
So, are you going
Like the song.
to hit the road now, or are you going to um
No, it's nighttime now, right?
yes.
We all have night
Yeah.
vision.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
need to
matter.
sleep. I need sleep by the fire. Plus, I don't want to travel at night. It's double our fuel costs, and we don't have enough fuel to go anywhere right now.
Well, you did get an
We
extra
have
50 liters.
yeah.
And we
That's what.
used most of it to get back up this mountain. It's 18 per square. It's 18 fuel per hex. So we get back to our fire base, we're out of fuel. That's how far we can go. We're kind of stuck here.
Well, I'd say we don't want to go back to the fire base at the start anyway. So in that
But I'm
respect,
just in
yeah,
distance wise to get back to the road. It's double fuel per square till we get to the road. And then when we get to the road, then we're 18 per square, per 18 per hex movement. So we'll drive till we run out of fuel. Then we're going to be hiking it after that.
And it's cold.
And if you do it at night, it would be 18 doubled and then doubled again. The fuel cost in this is just so dumb. It drives me nuts.
And also
Will
don't
we
forget,
wait
you
out the
guys by
night?
this point would probably have had to, because we're at the night, you guys would have had to subtract, unless you already automatically did so for last night, you would have to by this point have subtracted 2 food and 2 water each.
I'm out of
Now,
food.
here's the question I have for you, Cody, is since it's snowing, can we collect a whole bunch of snow and just boil it for water and give us
Unfortunately, realistically, no. Snow has a very high oxygen value. It takes a ton of energy to heat up oxygen, and then what your resulted left is very little water from that. I've tried it before when ski camping.
Right,
Yeah.
but we've got all the snow, so we just keep piling the snow. Since we're sitting here all night long,
Well, I would say it would
Problem
probably
is
4
not the
definitely
hours,
take
snow; it's
you.
the energy to melt it.
we have a fire and we have a pot. So you just keep putting snow into the pot.
If you want to
Less
do
time.
that, I would say to make it, like I would say to make it reasonable, is you would definitely spend a shift doing that, given what
Fine.
Jake is saying.
I think the only problem is actually no, it's not a problem. It's just I'm out of food.
Gunnar can give you some food.
Yay!
Uh,
I'm not going to go hungry today.
if we're using 2 food and 2 water, which I think is right,
I just
then
need one. I just need one. That's it.
sure. Well, you can have 1 field ration. And if we're drinking 2 water, then Gunnar's out of water after or from this point on.
Yeah, we're going to be out of food and water because we haven't found any food or water
Oh, right. Well, I
in
still have
3
4 and 4
combats.
because I started out. But
Well, actually, no,
I'm
you
a
would
mi-
have. I totally forgot about that. And in terms of the soldiers you've killed, you would find some rations on those guys.
And water. That was why I asked, and you said, "Oh no, we're
Uh,
going to do survival roll," and then we blew the survival roll. So
oh,
I was like, "Oh
well,
well, we got no
no, I
food or
mean you
water
would
again."
definitely be able to search the guys for rations. I'm just saying that I forgot about in terms of how many people were there in this last weekend. Let me go check. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people. So, in terms of like the infantry and then the officer, so you would be able to add. Um, I feel like adding 14, like this is going to totally snowball, no pun intended, if you guys uh have like a vast array. So I'll probably cut that number by half. Like say half of these guys had rations. So you would have from those 14 guys 7 food, 7 water.
Can you
With
drop a?
NPCs and people who aren't here, how many is that per person?
Repeat the question.
So, taking into account NPCs and players who aren't present, how many does that end up per person?
Um, it would actually be 1 each because you have 5 players, Arnbjorn and then Mike Over Reynolds.
Do you just want to say 2 each because we would have gotten some from the group that was in the firebase too, and we got nothing from them either.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the food and water. That's my bad. So it's like, yeah, 2 each. That's for the players. 2 each is 10 total. Yeah. Okay. I only track
but then
the
again,
NPCs have food and water, but my rule with them is that because they're supposed to be there as like replacement PCs if somebody dies, um, then I'm trying to avoid using their food and water because it's like if I use all that now, then the player would take the character's like, ah, congratulations, you have nothing. Um, so I will add a total of 10 food and water to the predator. Where is predator? Okay, where is water?
So just to clarify, we don't track them,
Yeah, I'm
the
not tracking
NPCs.
them unless they
Okay.
become PCs. So 10. So hold on, did that save? Yep. Then resh. Okay. So I added that. For that's like the total that you get from all the people you've killed. You got 10 of each. Um, so um, so that is results. And where were we last? Oh yeah, you guys. In terms of, do you hit the road now or do you sleep?
I vote for we sleep at night and head out in the morning.
Gunner's happy to sleep. He still has 1 hit capacity to heal up. So,
Okay. So you guys are going to sleep through the night. Everybody is all sort of in sync now. Um, and sunrise, I need to roll. See what the weather's like. RD6. Okay, so it starts to get it was clear before. It's getting a little cloudy now, but there's not heavy snowfall. So the weather is relatively good for driving. Eventually the sun comes up. You can sort of see the light, like a little bit of light through the, cloud cover. And now it is time to hit the road. So who would like to drive? Probably Gunner.
Yep, Gunnar Drive.
Okay. So bear in mind that those terrain modifiers again. There's a driving roll for the first terrain, which is going to be a flat roll, and then a driving roll for the open
Hold on
road.
a second. Mountain is. All right. So, Cody, we won't go in the mountain.
Well, I meant the
I
hills
can't.
rather.
Oh, it's hills.
Yeah, these are hills. If it's like brown, like if it's like dark brown like this, those are mountains. But if it's tan, it's hills. I keep saying mountains, and that's my error.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. Hills is good. Mountains. It would have been easier to go around the mountain to the north. It would have cost us less to go around the mountain to the
Yeah.
north, but
Well, you're
hills is
lucky.
only.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
when you're counting hexes, this is counted as 2
Okay.
for our distance.
One thing as well is before we head off, if people do we run it as if you want to do a spend experience has to be during
During
like a long
sessions,
rest kind of thing?
Can you repeat that,
So,
please?
but rules as written, you can only spend experience during like rests as
Yes.
opposed to in between sessions. So just as a reminder, if anyone wants to spend any experience, I don't think Gunnar actually has anything useful to spend experience on, so it's not for me, but for anyone else.
So.
No, I don't think, because I need to get. I gotta find the chart.
The
What
XP
is
chart?
C? How many point is C? C is
10, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
C
C's
only
10.
needs 10. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll upgrade. Thanks for reminding me.
Okay.
So I upgraded my stamina.
Okay, doke. So in terms of Gunner, so your driving roll. So first you're going to be doing a roll, flat driving roll, and then do an additional roll for entering open terrain. Okay, there you go.
Ooh, nice
Then I
roll.
also need a navigation from Riley if you're helping navigate. Well, I guess Riley or Eldad, whoever wants to do survival. There
That
you
was
go.
nice.
Okay, so I would say with that you are back on the road. We're about here. Which direction do you go?
Where do we want to go, guys?
Well,
We're
you've
just
been
driving.
I had joked about going and blowing up the power plant, but I don't think I had a reason for doing that. It just seemed like a fun idea.
Well, so
They're
far
attacking from the south, so
yeah. Well, so
We
far
don't
the
have
plot.
a good fuel range. We don't have a good fuel range. That's the thing. Do we have any intel on? I can't ping. Why can't I ping?
Hold the click.
We have been holding the click. What the hell?
I might need to refresh Foundry.
All right, first Foundry.
Okay. Well, where was it you wanted to go? Where were you pinging rather?
Wait, Foundry. So so the bottom left question mark location. Do we have any intel on that?
Over here.
I can't see because I have refreshed Foundry.
Oh, well, I see you connected. I wasn't sure if you were back in or not. I would say here, no.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We can ping now.
Yeah. But you would know, like, so far, in terms of where do you want to go, so far, I mean, the plot hook has been dangling of, like, going to a prison to find surviving IMC, but you don't have to do that.
I don't know where the prison is.
Yeah.
So, Can we make it to Edvik with our fuel? That's a real question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's. Yep. I think going to Edvik might be a nice detour. Because we do need fuel.
Sounds good.
Driving down to Atavik it is.
All right. So, and I'm assuming, do you have the fuel for it?
Yeah, it's only 5 squares. 5 times 18 is 90. We have 115 fuel left, so.
Okay.
Well,
Should be enough.
we haven't counted 1, 2, so 2, 4 more hexes. We've used 4 hexes of fuel
Are
now.
we here?
Yeah, you're currently right
Yep.
there.
But it's
Yeah,
double
1,
double
2.
fuel costs when not on the road.
Why do these things guzzle so much fucking fuel?
It drives look, your
went
survival
over
game
the
with no fuel. You go 10 hexes and you got to stop and fuel and make fuel. But we don't have stills or nothing. So and we
8
don't
times
have any
7.
grain to actually make fuel. Like it is in Twilight.
Well,
So
I think you can actually use like burn wood.
Wood gas.
Yeah, you can melt fuel down in wood down in alcohol fuel. At least in terms of what I read in this.
Let's make steam engines.
but in the survival at wintertime, you only collect a quarter of what you normally do in summer. So
Okay, so wait.
you
We
have
can
to
make it
spend
to
so
here. We
much
can still
time.
make it to here on the road. Because we only have to move technically 7 hexes, so we can move through here, here, here. 6 is where we cap off, where we don't have enough fuel to move to the next hex. So we can just make it to the hex right here, and we can just walk in Edvik. Ask for fuel.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So like the better alternative.
Now you're going on the road or straight down?
On the
On
road,
the
because
road.
straight down we won't have enough fuel, so about to here through
Okay.
the road. So
Well, I'll say this much. As you drive here, yeah. Well, hold on a second there.
yeah, sorry.
You get here, and now as you're driving, you see, like in the distance, like a large group of will look like people marching down the road or like up the road. And they aren't really moving in like a uniform sort of marching order like soldiers. If anything, they almost seem to be shuffling around like zombies.
What the fuck?
Like they're
So
just
the chemical plant. The
they're
chemical
just sort
plant
of
had to leave
like
them.
they're just sort of limping. Like some people are sort of walking slowly, but like others are sort of like limping and dragging their feet, sort of thing.
Two
Can we
theories.
go
One,
around them?
these are. Yeah. Right.
Uh, yes. Though the question is, I mean, do you not want to check and see what's up with them?
They could just be refugees. I mean, you'd look like hell if you were bombed to shit. These people look like hell. You want to see if they're refugees?
Yeah, I'm assuming they're refugees rather than zombies. But if this campaign's taking a turn, then I'm on board.
So wait, so are they coming from Edvik, or are they coming from like the?
They're coming up
right
the
side?
road from Edvik, and they're
Are you
heading like
fucking kidding me? Trying to get fuel. All right. We'll see who they are. Let's see who they are. God damn it! We can't even get fuel now. What is this? No fuel. No money. No ammo. What are we gonna do when we run out of autocannon ammo?
We're gonna freeze to death.
We'll become refugees as well. It's a very immersive campaign.
We become the we don't help the refugees. We are the refugees.
Isn't Dances with Wolves the movie where like somebody goes native and like becomes one of the whatever? That's pretty
Yeah.
much you
Yeah.
guys. you guys are gonna go from like the soldiers protecting the refugees to the refugees yourselves. But anyway, so you head over, you drive over to investigate the people.
That's what
Yes.
everybody seemed to want to do. So whoever's
Fucking
our face
next
better go
thing
talk to them.
Cody's next thing Cody says. So you see, they aren't really alive.
They're life challenged. Oh my god. But yeah, so you see them marching like you as you approach there's a group that numbers about 24, including women and kids. And some people are limping or being carried, and a few even have blood on their clothes. And you see one person who's like slowly trudging along, kind of leading from the front with a rifle in his hands. Um, and the people as they're slowly trudging along, going east along here. I mean, like they're not moving in that hex, but they're making the turn at the road. They see you approaching them, and they come to a stop. Um, the guy on point, like he doesn't aim his gun at you guys, but he suddenly seems much more alert and wary. Um, and so everybody comes to a stop. Your vehicle comes to a stop. Um, and so what do you guys do next?
Who's our face guy?
Does
Do
do
we?
any of them look to me like they're injured and require immediate care? Because that would probably be my priority.
Yeah, there are people who, as I said, there are people like some people are limping, some are being carried, and some have blood on their clothes.
Gunner's ready to translate with his comm slicer if that becomes necessary, but empathy of C is not a face character.
Riley don't give a shit. He's got a D empathy. That's about what he's got. He's like, screw these people. Let's just get by them. We don't have the feel to talk to them.
Well, I myself was just a prisoner and tied up, so I'll be getting
Oh, I
out.
know. You as the medic, yeah, you're like, we got to stop. I got to go out and help with them. Because
Yeah.
I'm figuring you probably have the best persuasion out of, I think, all of us, I think.
Or Riley, if you
see.
didn't want to talk to him, you could have run him over Reynolds, just plow through him like bowling pins.
Jesus.
No, I'm not a killer. I'm not a killer of innocence.
So I'll go up. I'm gonna ask who's in charge and what happened, and I'll use persuasion.
So, well, you wouldn't necessarily need to roll yet. The thing is that the guy on point, he almost seems to like take a step back as you approach, and he's saying in I would suppose sort of like little snippets of English, because just so you know, these the people of this planet are predominantly German colonists.
But I'm German. I can understand them.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can. If Matthias, if you want to step out and speak like as the translator, you can do that because you are
Yeah, I'm
German.
fine with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, my character's German.
Yeah.
What
So I mean, yeah, for all intents and
coincidence.
purposes, Eldad can do the talking, and then it's like just say like you translate. So, but anyway, so the guy sort of takes a step back and is saying to Eldad, it's like you're not here to hurt us, are you? We've already sustained losses.
Are we?
Are we?
That's your cue. Tell me what I gotta tell them, so I know.
Sorry, there's just some background noise. I'm gonna mute for a few seconds. Sorry.
Are we? Oh,
I'm back.
okay.
Yeah, we're not here to hurt anybody. We just want to see if anybody needs care in the meantime. And then we got to go on our way. We have a mission to accomplish.
Wait, aren't they just coming from the town we're going to?
Yes.
We should probably ask about
Right.
what the hell happened to him first,
Well,
instead
that's
of.
what I did. Who's in charge and what happened? But
Okay, fair enough.
And so the guy.
but I don't speak German.
Yeah. So the guy who is sort of addressing you, he he seems sort of nervous still for some reason. But he sort of hesitantly introduces himself as Lucas. He says that he was like he's not necessarily like the official leader, but he's sort of taken charge and is sort of like leading these people, presumably because he knows where to like, he doesn't say it, but you assume that like he knows where they're going. He's sort of the guide. Um, and everybody else, he's what was your question?
Uh, what happened? You
Yeah.
guys
Oh,
look like
okay.
you're
Well,
running from
yeah,
something and
yeah. He
hurt.
explains the fact that where is it in my notes? He's saying it's like, you know, uh, that we were at our in our homes in Etterwick. The harbingers of ice launched an invasion, overtook the town, killing or capturing anyone who wasn't able to escape. Um, and goes on to say it's like, I mean, the separatists resulted in the IMC being scattered. The harbingers of ice emerged from the shadows and decided to stake their claims on the more rural colonies. Uh, and he also mentions the fact that like he's saying it's like, well, that means there's too many of them for us to handle ourselves, and we want to show the IMC was coming. And do you have any further medical supplies, or can you escort us to a safer location than out in the middle of the goddamn tundra?
Right
Space.
now, we don't have enough fuel to escort anybody anywhere. Tell us about the prison in Ettervik.
There's a
And
prison.
yeah, he looks sort of baffled, and he goes like, there is no prison in Etavik.
Oh, okay. I thought that's where we were
I mean,
heading.
he mentions the fact that it's like, like, never mind, it doesn't make sense. I realize I can't think of a way to phrase it right. Now I will say if you want to, now here's where I'll, ask for a roll just to sort of like the equivalent like a Fallout 4 like charisma check to see if you get a little extra information. If you want to roll persuasion to sort
Sure.
of, like
Well, but
adjust
I'm
like,
not the German speaker, so
well, I'm just saying like you're rolling, he's translating.
okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. Um,
I
he
tell you, it's
mentions,
that medical cross on my uniform. It does it all the time.
yeah. So he mentions the fact that it's like, um, he hasn't been to the prison, but he knows that there actually is a prison, uh, to the set, like, separatist convoys have like come from the south. Let me draw a little mark. So they go south, and then he mentions that there are traders that come in from Zoutstraten up here, or down here rather. So they come up from there, and at the point where they sort of intersect, he mentions that the separatists go this way.
It could be in the
Okay.
mountains.
So he mentions like that, he's overheard from traders that from who come in from Zoutstraten that they're like separatists sometimes pass through here, sometimes by air, sometimes by vehicle, and whenever they pass, like they cross paths, the separatists usually bank right, depending on which way they're going. They either go left or they go right, and they head off into the wilderness here. Um, but he asks like, he sort of changes the subject a little bit, seeing it's like you're a medic. Could you please treat some of us? If you have people who
If
were like, he goes on to say, let me check my notes because I wrote this down. He says like, we originally had an additional seven members of our party, but we ran afoul of a pack of rippers, who kills those seven members, and they wounded several others. And he's like
all right.
gesturing to
Well,
I'm
people
pretty
like,
whatever
sure
time
Jake
I
is
have,
already out there, right?
yeah,
I'll have
Jake and
been.
Matthias are already there. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucas, like he diverts your attention, like he goes over to some of the people, like there are people who have like claw and teeth marks on like their limbs and their torsos.
Yeah, I would assume that I'm already like while they're talking to me, helping and starting to help out who I can. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to help more people here, other than having discussions, because depends on how the group wants to proceed. But all have started to helping people already.
Yeah, I would say in this case to like, I'll just do like on, you'll help them on behalf of the, like, you'll just sort of treat the group like, I'll just treat it as like one medical role and say it would take about like an hour,
All right.
to at least give these guys, give all these people basic treatment. Is collectively going to be about an hour.
Sounds good.
So okay. You
Yep, I'm
succeed,
good.
and I'll make this interesting. If you want to push and you get an extra success, you can do it in half the time.
No, I don't rush medicine.
Okay.
If the group's not pressuring me, I thematically wouldn't see any reason to
Okay.
push it. I
Well,
want to take my time. I want to
fuel.
do a good job.
So we really we're not out of fuel, but like we don't have much fuel anyway, so we can just sit
Yeah,
here.
it don't matter.
Yeah, don't matter.
But Riley comes over comms to the guys talking to him and say, make sure you find out about the Rippers. Whether are they still there and where do they go, or do they know where they're coming from?
That's a good point.
Because that would be my scout kicking.
Got training kicking in.
So I guess while uh if Eldad is treating the people, I would say you probably focus on that. So I'll hand the mic over to Matthias for a sec. Because if Riley says that, then Matthias, what do you say?
Just ask about the Rippers and I guess any information on the Harbingers, if they're still at Edervik or not.
He mentions first that uh as far as he knows, the Harbingers are still at Everett because they pretty much stormed the castle, took over the town, and turned it in their own little like raider camp. Um, just like looting and plundering everything that the people of Edervik had. Uh, as for the pack of rippers that he spoke of, he was saying that they made it halfway out of Edervik, like saying about right here was when they encountered a pack of rippers that started attacking them.
Okay.
Was it an ambush or did they just nonchalantly come together walking?
Well, in case, and just as a reminder, rippers aren't like people; they're actually animals.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking Rippers were the third faction. They were just calling them that.
That's
Well,
the
rippers
Harbingers.
rippers are basically like a mix between armadillos and wolves.
Oh, okay.
They're saying like that's the reason why like there were claw and teeth marks is because like they got attacked by a pack of rippers that were like like mauling, like they killed several of the fleeing colonists and they wounded some of the other ones.
Sorry, my fault. I just
I know
confused
it's fine. It's
factions.
just because this is the first time it's come up, so I'm just giving a little lore snippet here. Um, so he mentions like the Rippers, the pack of them, they were last here. Um, and the Harbingers of Ice are, to the best of their knowledge, still in Edervik. They chased them out of Edervik, but after the colonists ran, they didn't like keep pursuing them.
How many were there?
Um, he said that
Good estimate, yeah.
there were at least like there were well over a dozen, but probably bordering on 2 dozen.
Vehicles?
No vehicles.
Any heavy
Wait,
weapons?
these
Or all?
animals drive vehicles?
No, okay, so the Rippers that mauled the group on the way out of Edervik, those are basically aliens, like wild,
Okay.
non-sentient creatures. The Harbingers of Ice are a local, like they're sort of a
Oh,
mix between a cult and an insurgency,
Okay.
and they're humans. Um, if you want more information on all this stuff, look in the journal entry Interstellar Marines, and then see
Yeah,
Sit
I've been
Rep and
starting.
an Interstellar Marine as you.
Okay.
Both of those handouts describe. Um, so, But he mentions that, the Rippers took out a bunch of his guys. As for the Harbinger's device, um, they are, um, they were, in terms of the question of like, did they have any heavy weapons? They, he didn't really get a chance to see. He just, saw them like people coming at him and everybody else with like assault rifles and like, you know, hunting rifles and stuff like that. He does, in other words, he doesn't actually know if they have heavy weapons. He just knows that there are a lot of them and they're well armed.
Which direction did they enter town?
He said that they seem to come from the woods, sort of like to the east.
Okay. And does the town have any fuel?
He mentions it's like he goes on to say like, well, we had, traders coming in. We have some fuel and stuff like they would be willing to trade with you, because they have more. I mean, they could trade more than just fuel too. He's pretty much like pleading. It's like, we'll help you if you can help us take back our home, or rather, if you
Well,
can take back our home for us, because like in terms of armament, and he sort of like, emphasizes his rifle, his guns. Like you're pretty much looking at it.
Well, I think we're gonna. I think getting some kicking some Harbinger skulls in for some fuel isn't a bad trade. We just need the extra. I would like to ask though, we get a little bit of extra fuel ahead of time, so we could actually get to Addervik in the IFV. So that way, this will be much easier, as
And
you know.
he shakes his head. It's like, if we weren't able to bring any fuel with us.
Shit. Well, it's been a while since I've actually had to use my machine gun, as in a day.
uh,
Uh,
We still have enough fuel to reach Atavik, right?
no, we have enough to reach like to here. We don't have enough to get to
Oh,
River, though.
okay.
That's why I wanted the extra bit of fuel ahead of
You
time.
could actually, theoretically, depending on how much fuel's in there, siphon the fuel out of the snowmobile. Oh no, definitely not. Five
We have no
fuel.
fuel in the snow. Wait, hold on. So
the
we're at.
snowmobile's out of fuel too,
Oh, it is.
because remember we drove it. We've driven it a bunch, but I don't have a snowmobile um item to
Oh,
track fuel.
okay. Well, hold on, let me configure permissions. Okay, there you go. All of you have access to the snowmobile.
Oh, because we would have gone 4 hexes with that thing so far.
Yeah, and you would have started with half a tank, I guess. So, okay.
So
So
we're probably close to being out on. Oh no, we still have 3 fuel. Because it's only 0.5 per hex. Nice. So what do you guys think?
Should we take the town? I would love the fuel with this.
Yeah,
I would love
right?
the fuel, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's either take the town or meander around, slowly starving and dehydrating, which might work out in our favor, but probably be a bit less engaging.
So is this all the villagers left? Is
yes.
who's here? So sounds. So let me figure out what. So 8, 10. That's 10 hex.
How's that 10?
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We might be out of fuel.
So
Now
did you subtract the 150 already? Or the 50, or was it the 50 fuel we got already? Because we already
Yep.
had 50. All right.
That's pretty much how much fuel got us to back up in the mountain or up on the hill.
So now the other thing is though that Lucas would request is he's saying that like the problem is that he goes on his plans like we were originally going to go to Zotestraten, but that would be a much more dangerous route. So as much as
Oh, by
although
the
it's a
way,
go ahead.
sorry, we're out of fuel now.
Um
What,
so
here? Because we're
Yeah.
still here, technically.
Yeah, we're out of fuel there.
okay. So um but Lucas was saying like he goes on to also explains like well he's like we were originally going to Forberg, we would have gone to Zotestraten, but it's a much more dangerous route. So it's like we wouldn't be able to make it. I don't think we'd be able to make it there on our own. Would you be able to give us an escort?
Well, we're out of fuel.
He's
And
saying,
we
well,
need you taking.
escort. He clarifies escort to Edervik, just so that way they're not standing out in the middle of nowhere, slowly freezing to death.
We already have to ditch the IFE. I don't like that. I was gonna say maybe we could give them all the guns that aren't finger locked. That fingerprint locked, like is the Raptor finger locked or
The
print
Raptor
locked?
is not.
Okay, then we'll give them we have 2 Raptors apparently, so we'll just give them the 2 Raptors and give them some 10.62. However
So,
much we have.
talking about that, Cody, what is locked? Is it all the ESG stuff
Yeah,
is locked?
if it starts with an S, it's locked. Like if it has like SP, then it's locked because
All right, so let's give them some the Frontier rifles and the Raptors. Give them some ammo for them, and because
I
I don't
didn't
want to
mean to do that.
I just don't want to leave all these guns in the IFV because we have to ditch it at this point because of all the fuel we wasted. So we could just give them the unlocked guns, then make it over to Edervik. Either with them or they could guard the IFE. I don't know which. Because right now, I don't want to ditch the IFE and then leave it for just some wandering separatists to take it.
Well,
Or at
I'm
least take the
hoping
contents of it. Because we do have.
we can hide it and make it a weapons cache.
yeah, if you would like, that's good. Gets like what that gives me an idea of if you want to do basically the equivalent of a hidden camp role to basically just hide the predator. You can do that if you want.
Yeah,
that.
that's what I would.
Do a recon roll to hide it.
Somebody want to support me?
Yeah, I can help assist you with recon. I mean, sorry, do I have to have a rank in recon to
Yes.
assist? Then I can't assist.
Somebody have recon?
I think Armbjorn or Mike will have it, but let me just double check. Mike has recon D. Armbjorn has recon C.
I have flat A intelligence, if that's better than what they end up with.
No, he's going to need a rank.
Hold on. For some reason, the pop out's not.
Was it working before?
Yeah. Well, it works at home, but for some reason on my laptop,
Oh, odd.
it was acting weird last game too.
Oh, nice roll. Okay, so yeah, you're able to cleverly conceal the predator, like maybe so there's some rocks alongside the road that uh like you can park it, but like rocks along the road that like, and then the predator's in sort of a ditch you can hide it behind. So basically, anybody driving along the road is not going to see it due to both the cover, like the obstacles and the thing, and then like the ditch. So
Hey, tech guy, I do have a favor. Next time we are doing tech, if you could unhack a shotgun.
Assuming we have a shotgun to unhack, then that can be
Yeah,
next on the list.
if you open up the Predator, go to cargo, you'll see the list of lock things.
Next time we have some downtime, I guess I don't have a vehicle to try and repair anymore. So yeah, I'll work through the weapons.
Fix the
fix the what?
the fuel tank. So I took apart.
Okay. Are you saying that like that was when you fixed it before, or are you fixing it now?
No. I'm saying we fixed the fuel tank, so I took a.
Oh, okay. So you're just referring to what you did previously. Okay. So in this case, are you going to start marching to Edervik?
Yeah.
Okay. So keep in
We should
mind,
take the food and water out before we go.
yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
that now because otherwise I was about to forget and starve. So I'm going to take 2 of each.
All right. I need to double check in terms of marching. You can march 2 hexes per shift on a road or an open terrain. So we're currently in, I think, the afternoon shift or morning. I can't remember which. I think morning, right?
Yep.
Okay. So by this point, I would say probably we're in the afternoon, or are we still in morning?
Hold on a second. 2, 6. Yeah, we would have gotten here in one shift
Okay.
with the talking.
All right. So in this case, what I also need to do something real quick.
Now here's the other question, guys. Do we want to take the few extra points of fuel we have in the Predator and put it in the snowmobile and take the snowmobile with us? Because we can use the snowmobile to bring fuel back to Predator.
It's also good for transporting wounded, so I'm
Just
I'll-
carry it all. But hold on. So how much? 2.5. Sure, why not?
All right.
Can we load the rest of that spare clean water and field rations onto the snowmobile? Or people take it in their inventory. I just feel like we shouldn't leave any in the Predator.
Everybody, we should just carry the. To be honest with you, I put my food and water on myself, so everybody should have had 2. I don't know. We probably shouldn't have put in the Predator, and everybody should have just added 2 on their own sheet. That.
If everyone wants to make sure they do that now, then we can delete it for accidentally duplicate food.
I know that I'll add 2 water and 2
but I
food.
thought we already consumed 2 for the day anyway, so I just assumed those were the 2 that I consumed.
That's fair. I consumed mine and then re-added them afterwards.
Oh,
So yeah, if that whatever works. But as long as we make sure we have the right amount, and then we can delete it.
Okay.
I need I just need 2 food in my inventory. I'm done.
Do we have rounds for this anti-vehicle rifle?
We
No.
should.
So
Don't
our
we?
heavy should take that. If we
I,
do.
s- I swear we did.
From the anti-vehicle rifle you picked up from the Harbingers, no, they fired the one shot they had in it.
Wait, don't we have? Wait, it shoots 58 millimeter, doesn't it? Or does it? No, it's
No, it shoots
55.
50
What the hell's the 58 millimeter shit
for
for?
the Separatist rocket launcher.
Ah, and that's locked. Hold on, I do have. Wait, I'm just gonna check what I have. Okay, I have the electro. Did I take the laser? I completely forgot if I took the laser or not. Because I'm pretty sure I did, but it's not listed in here on my inventory.
Yeah, well, you guys still have that laser cannon in the power pack, but you would have to carry that with you, and obviously it's pretty damn heavy.
I will carry that then. Just put it in my inventory.
Are you even strong enough to carry it?
I have. Listen, I have like.
I gotta see this.
16. I have 16 carry capacity. I'm at 4.75
What
for
the
both.
fuck?
Yes, he
Yeah,
can. He can carry it all. Trust me. My
I'm
heavy
the-
has a heavy machine gun and like 2 rocket launchers.
Yo,
Plus a
I
whole
have
shitload of
I have
ammo.
two. I
I'm
have
like a
two.
walking machine.
Yeah, I have 2 light machine guns on me right now. I don't have any rocket launchers yet. I could carry the 2. I could carry a rocket launcher and the laser, and it'd still be fun, probably. I have essentially 4 guns then.
Oh
2
my
machine
god.
guns, and 2 anti-tank weapons.
I have like 4 pistols
Yahtzee.
strapped to
I
you
mean,
as well.
Well, we'll just that an autocannon on my back for good measure.
Yeah, we
I just tore
definitely
out the
need to.
Predator's autocannon and just strapped it on. It's mine now.
Yeah, we definitely need to unlock that rocket launcher too, because
And we have the
pockets for that.
laser for the meantime though, and that doesn't consume ammo until it runs out of battery. Then we have to fucking charge it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cody, could you add the laser to my inventory because
Sure.
the laser is not in there.
Okay, let's see.
Laser and. Do we have can we take Tobias's rocket launcher?
I would say no.
Okay, then we'll just.
Who's
then
our
I don't.
tech?
Gunner.
Okay, so the power pack has brought me up to I think that's a 13, so I can still carry more stuff.
Yeah, then I just
Yeah, it's
need
a
to add, like,
13.
this is technically the projectile, the laser. Because the power pack doesn't count as a.
Wait, so should I have the power pack equipped or in my?
You can have it on your thing or not. I'm just saying, like, the ammo, the laser that I added, that's just like that's sort of the to represent the ammo of the thing, because like it'll ask you insert magazine if you don't. So
It
that's what
does
that's.
11 damage. What the fuck? Okay, that's fair. That's fair though. All right.
Does that need to be? That's has to be set up for you, right? You can't shoot that with in your hand.
You have to aim. It's like an RPG. Well,
Okay.
actually, no. The thing is with it, the laser rules. So let me go back to where is it?
Retrench thing. I have the perk for that or the.
Yeah, well, the way
special
the way it
one.
works is you have to slow aim to charge up the weapon in preparation to fire it.
I have to spend a turn to charge it up, but then when I fire, I fucking blow whatever the hell I'm looking at the Kingdom Come.
Pretty much.
Alright, fair enough.
I
still have my anti-tank grenade. I just never used it.
So, is there anything anybody else would like to do during this moment, or are you going to hit the road?
One other thing, our tech should probably take that spare part.
And yeah.
Carry it in case we need to fix something.
Speaking of which, I want to just take all the 8.8 millimeter ammo. I want to make one more belt of 8.8 millimeter because I'm only at 200 round belt. That's one extra.
Okay, you can take it. You don't have to unlock it.
This was it. No, I mean I'm just gonna take the remaining 8.8 millimeter belts, convert make it into one massive one, and just take any spare mags we have and just take them out of that. And yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good. I took
So-
3 shotgun rounds that was sitting in the vehicle because I had nothing in my shotgun.
I've taken the spare vehicle part.
Okay, perfect.
We've given the raptors to two of the people with us, right? Just two of refugees.
Yep. I need to add that to their thing.
Now, are we letting them borrow it?
Keep it. We don't
Or
need it. I mean, we'll just ask for extra fuel. I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm fine
I'm
with just trading
planning
with
it
two.
on taking all their fuel.
All of it?
Yes, we're filling up.
Fair enough.
Gunner might take one of the frontier rifles for him to use. And is there a shotgun preference you'd like him to unlock? I unfortunately don't have the weight capacity to carry multiple rocket launchers, but if people want stuff unlocked, you're welcome to carry it yourself.
No, I'm leaving the lock stuff here unless you want to carry it. But the other reason I said not to give away, let them borrow it, but not keep them is, remember, guys, we can't find our ammo type. So at some point we are switching guns.
Well, most of the stuff they use is 8.8 anyway. The Raptor and the Frontier rifle are just the outliers. Most of the better equipped ones use 8.8. So I have a feeling we'll find more 8.8 than 7.62.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said we probably want to have a little mixture of both. So
All right,
depending what ammo type we find, we at least have a gun to shoot.
Cody,
What?
is the Separatist rocket launcher a spunker from Halo?
Pretty much, yeah.
The RL-24 compensates by being a double-barrel weapon that can fire 2 rockets before needing to reload. Yeah, it's a spunker.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hate you. What do you do to me? Okay, in that case, I will actually. Fucking hell, I'll carry one. I'll carry one. The hell of it. How the hell did they generate a mag? Alright, whatever.
I mean,
Take the
technically,
rocks.
IRL quad barrel rocket launchers like the M202 exist.
I know, I'm just saying, did you make a spunker in
I mean,
this?
pretty much, yeah, based on the spanker. So
Alright. Alright, so I have, I yoinked a rocket launcher into my inventory. That should be. Alright, put that in my bag. I could carry all of them.
all the rocket launchers.
I can carry all of them, and I still have weight left over.
I would just take one launcher and ammo. I mean, you're really the only one that can use it.
That's fair enough. I will take the rockets too while I'm at it.
Oh my god, I love the idea
The
that
rockets and the launcher.
I love the idea that's like Matthias, like, or instead of that, he carries one like a bunch of launchers. So he fires a launcher, throws it away, pulls out another launcher, fires it, throws it away. It just keeps going.
I need to reload. I just get a new rocket launcher.
Hey, Cody.
Yeah.
I'm looking around the people here. Any of them have a standard shotgun that's not electronic bullshit? 'Cause you know what I want.
Yeah, I know. I would say that's a good point. I'll say one of these guys would have one because it doesn't make sense for only one guy to have a gun.
Do you guys mind if I trade one of our other guns for a shotgun?
Are you
Fine with
asking that to the colonists or the players?
To the players. Before I go and take a weapon out of inventory trade, I just want okay to do it.
I'm fine with that, but I'm also of a mind to take as much 7.6. I don't know if we can give many bullets. We don't have that much 7.62 by 51, and I've taken.
20.
We have 22, and I've taken 16 of that since I'm going to use the or potentially use the DE16.
Fine with it, because I did take like all of our 8.8. Because I need that for my secondary machine gun, because the primary one is about to run out of ammo, and I'm at half of my first belt, and I only have 2 belts on me right now.
So what ammo does the Raptor and the Frontier rifle use?
7.62 by
7.62.
51.
They share. There's not even. There's like one full mag, and I'm not even carrying one full mag. I've got a half mag.
So, Cody, I see 2 clips with 3, so we only have 6 bullets.
What?
7.6251.
For the 10 round mag?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got 6 of those, and then
Yeah.
I've got 16 in 130 round in my inventory.
Yeah, because
So
like I said, like the way I rule it is that it's in terms of ammo you scrounge off the enemies, they'll have a quarter of whatever magazine capacity rounded up.
I just wanted to make sure that was how, when you did 2, I didn't want to delete the 2 and
Yeah, the two
put it in
is
6.
just how many mags there
I would
are.
probably just combine them to save time.
Okay, well if you want to do that, then like if you want me to do that, I could do that next time.
Yeah, that's probably easier. And then so we have a 0.30 mag. I just delete that.
Okay.
Is keeping the empty mags relevant? I changed it to 0 rather than deleting it in case we'd get loose ammo in the future. But that's not going to be an issue. Then yeah, that makes more sense. So that's like admin faff is not very important for the session, so we can ignore it. But
Okay. So I could trade him a frontier rifle with 6 bullets.
So
We'll see how many shotgun rounds he's got.
all right, let's see. Roll. He's got 4 shells in it. So I will
Okay.
add that shotgun to your inventory.
Thank you.
Where is Riley?
And then I trade in a frontier rifle and the 6 rounds.
Okay. So there's that.
So the reason is, guys, I have this whole thing about electronic weapons and EMPs. So if an EMP grenade goes off, I still have a shotgun. That's my mentality.
Well, unlucky for me, all my weapons are electronic, so
Right. That's why I wanted something that wasn't electronic. It's like, what do I need 2 electronic weapons? Let me
you have
have
an
one.
EMP grenade.
Well, keep in mind the
There's that.
catch with the Hawk is that, like the standard, like the more conventional shotgun, is that it actually does have armor +1, unlike the flat roll of the other one. But if you deem it worthy to have that instead of a electronic shotgun, that's totally fine. Okay. So is there anything anybody else would like to do? Eldad, is there anything you doing this time?
I think basically I was caring for the people that were there during
Okay.
this time.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, is there anything you would like to get out of the vehicle before you guys leave it behind?
Oh, I just have my kit.
Okay. So in that case, you guys can start marching. If there's anything, unless there's anything anybody else wants to do.
no, I think we're good to go.
Who wants to be on the snowmobile?
Probably the person with the least survival.
Well, I think if you're going on road, you don't have to roll survival.
Correct.
All right.
But somebody needs to have a driving skill to drive it.
Gunner's more than happy to drive rather than walk. But do we have any wounded people who wanted to carry?
That we're bringing back. They're leaving Ettervik, so I'm not sure.
Well, they're leaving Ettervik because there are people occupying their home, but they'll happily go back once all those people are dead.
Right. Well, I'm assuming that they're not going to come back until that point. So
They're saying like we
they're
don't.
following us.
Yeah, they want an escort.
Okay.
They don't necessarily want to take part in the assault because they're going to take heavy casualties, but they don't want to be just standing out here in the middle of nowhere, doing nothing and not knowing what the situation is, they want to basically they'd probably just like come here and wait for you to clear out the place, and then they'll move in.
All right, then no need to bring anybody any wounded on the snowmobile.
All right.
So Cody, figure that I'm pushing out 100 yards in front of the mass of people walking with.
Okay.
So I'm scouting ahead.
Okay, so you're taking point. In the meantime, I need to first I'm going to toggle navigation on that because I don't need that. And then I need to add people to a different map. So one.
Before you switch maps, you
Oh,
probably want to drop our vehicle in this hex so we know where it's at.
In which hex?
Where we're at now,
Yeah.
so we know that that's where our
Good
vehicle
idea.
is.
All right. Okay. So I need to shrink that a little because it's kind of big. So let's see, token. Okay, Foundry does not like it when I try to open the thing, so I'll just have to. What I'll do is I'll just draw like a little oops, little line like right there, saying it's right there. So, but I'm just getting something set up in advance.
Okay.
So Riley's there, Matthias, Gunner, and Eldad. Okay. So, in terms of first in terms of the march, because you are going to be marching, uh, through the first, yeah, it would still be a stamina roll for everybody. And well, this will still be in the morning, shift, but due to the weather, like due to the general climate, it's still a stamina. Okay, so that's Eldad's good.
I'd like to give my extra success to help somebody who doesn't make it.
Are you able to do that?
Um,
Well,
I
push that.
Damn.
Okay, so let's see. So who was rolling as the predator?
Oh, that would have been me.
Okay, so you
Just two
succeed,
people.
Matthias succeeds, Eldad succeeds, so I just need Gunner.
Yeah, I think I rolled and succeeded. Did it?
Well,
I think you
I
did
don't.
I think you also. I mean, we
Was
all
I
three
also
did
the
succeed.
predator? We're all
Yeah.
the predator.
Okay.
Mine is the push one with the two of
oh
the sun.
right, okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
so Riley has D12, D10, and then you have D10, D10.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, so everybody is good to go. I'm not going to bother rolling for the for NPCs. Speaking of which, I'm assuming Arnbjorn and Run 'em Over Reynolds tag along, so they'll be sort of shadowing you guys. So you make it here, and then I'm going to move some like do the
You want to pass some recon?
do what?
You need a passive recon.
No, I'm saying to myself I need to activate this scene. I'm just reusing this one map from the Encounter with the Harbingers because it's just a simple wilderness road that suits the purposes of this. So I'll just wait for everybody to connect.
Hopefully, you get Twilight so we can switch the
What now?
sessions. Foundry switched to has a new version 10.
Yeah, but I've heard that it doesn't accept the like the core rulebook module and all that other stuff. Still needs to be
Yeah,
updated.
the journal section's totally new vision mods, has all kinds of crap.
Is it still loading for you
Yes.
guys?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on 97, as
Okay.
is always the case.
As am I.
Yeah, so I gotta give it some time. I should have fucking preloaded this, but I wasn't necessarily thinking ahead.
I guess while it's loading, I realised, should our unit morale have gone up after last session? Because
Yeah, that's a good
we
point.
beat an encountery thing.
Yeah, your unit morale should be increasing for one reason or another. Let me see. Let's see. Player's manual, introduction, or character creation. Where is unit morale? Okay, unit morale. Develop your character. Um, oh, and you can also gain coolness under fire. I keep forgetting about that. I never scroll down. I just look at the XP questions. Okay, unit morale. So, um, unit has been in combat and defeated its enemies. Uh, travel at least one hack. Okay, so, yeah, you definitely would have increased by one step. So your unit morale, like, for example, with, I think you're going off of Arnbjorn's command, which is unit morale D. So in this case, it goes up to C for everybody, just based on the
Unless the
virtue.
medic has a higher.
Yeah, like what's Eldad's? Let's see. It doesn't have command. Um,
For some reason, my unit morale was set at B. I don't think I've changed at any point, but that could be very wrong.
I mean, did you put it instead of your other one by mistake?
I don't think so.
We were B with laser.
Oh, that's
That
why.
was it. Yeah.
But we're a bunch of non-scrubs, no officer, no leaders. We just do our own thing.
Okay, and so I noticed that everybody has connected. So I put Riley up ahead here because, like you said, you were sort of taking the lead. Assume that all the civilians are sort of marching behind this group. So you're going along here, and now is the point where I would ask Riley to do a recon. Which I think is oh shit.
Yeah, it's against them, and whoever has more successes sees the other.
Yeah. So you actually notice movement behind two different sets of rocks, and this is their result. They did not succeed. Um, there is, you see you probably would have seen like images and like reports of like the local wildlife and you're thinking like, yeah, this definitely matches the profile of a ripper. So you know that there are predators in the vicinity.
All right, comms. How many do I see?
So far you would have seen two.
I've got two rippers to the west of. Well, it would be
The west and the east of the road.
West of the road in the rocks.
And then there's one right there.
Oh wait, I got it. I don't see icon.
You don't?
No.
Oh. Because there's one right here and then one right there. Can you guys, the rest of you guys see that?
Oh yeah, now I see. They're white on white, so it's a little difficult.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, the auras aren't visible. That's why. Okay, does that work?
They're camouflaged.
Oh yeah, that works. I could see that.
I can see that, yeah.
All right, so we have one on each side of the road. One to the east is way off into the snow, the hill, but the one to the west is close to. If you want to hold there, give me a second to get close to the one to the east. So my goal is try to get to here.
To where? Oh, to those rocks?
Yep.
Okay. I would say you can move there. You would notice that The one to the west is like as you're moving, you can see it's watching you.
This one.
Yeah, the one down there.
All right. Does he come at me?
Uh, not necessarily.
Okay. Well, I'd let the guys know that I'm in position. You guys can come down the road now.
Now there's something I need to
Be
check.
ready. The one to the west is watching me, but the one to the east doesn't.
Yeah, I would say by this point also, while you were moving there, you would have like lost sight of this one. But like by this point, it's moved. You like because you would have like caught a glimpse of maybe like its tail and its legs kind of moving behind the rock, so you know like there's something moving around, stirring around. What I need to
Yep.
check is because I always fucking forget this is, and I know it differs in this from Alien. The uh I guess in your case, Riley, you're rolling recon again.
Oh, what am I rolling recon for? Just so I find out what bonuses.
You are rolling recon to avoid an ambush.
Oh my god. Riley, this is typical Riley.
Wow. Oh my
At
god.
this point, I'm not even. Oh no, I should at least bother rolling. So let's see.
But I'm still confused on what we're rolling for.
Well, that's why
We
he
won
shouldn't
the.
tell you and just let you roll.
I know, but we won the initiative, and we positioned for the attack.
No, here's the
That was
thing: is
what the
that
original
You
3
did.
successes were.
the original roll was to see if you could spot it, and it was trying to stay hidden. It wasn't necessarily attacking you.
I know. I spotted him first, and I positioned into position to attack.
Oh,
That's what the
well,
3 successes does. It
I don't know.
lets me
Well, the thing is that you
position it.
saw these two. There could be more. That's what I was ultimately like. Spoiler alert: there are more.
Okay.
Um, so that with that said, I mean I'm still gonna roll because there is a chance that these things can fuck up. Yeah. Um, so by this point, uh, 3 of them, and I'm gonna just roll them as yeah, like in this case individuals because there aren't that many of them. These 3 emerge from hiding, charging out, like making their equivalent of barking sounds. Uh, and I also need to at this point roll everybody's initiative. And they get. I'll say this group gets the first 3 because they were attacking independently of the other ones. So let's see. Combat. Well, first I gotta make sure these guys are. Oh Christ. It's always such a hassle to do this. Okay. Combat state. And then I need to roll all. So let's see. And then this group on the right gets the first 3 spots. So where the hell are they? This guy goes there, and then this guy goes here. Okay. Would anybody like to switch?
I mean, I don't know. I was gonna ask if Gunnar wanted to switch with me because I am pretty low, but nah.
I don't mind switching. I don't really have a preference of where I am. I don't think I'm going to be adding anything of particular value, so happy to switch if someone wants to switch.
All right, then I would like to switch with you.
Okay. So Matthias switches with Gunner. Does anybody want to switch with Riley? Or if Riley wants to switch.
Well, somebody better with Riley, because let him get off the first shot. He's the one in the most danger. And closest to the enemy, tactically.
Swap with Riley.
Yeah, Matthias and Riley, do you want to switch?
It doesn't matter. They go first.
I know, I'm saying like once they go, you could go first because then there's
So
also
I lost my 3 recon roll.
okay.
That's
So
pretty much
if you
what
guys
you're
want to
saying.
stick with that, then we will.
Stick with this then. I'll stick with it.
Okay, so let me just double check the movement speed. Movement 3, so they can, because I more or less base these things on like wolves. So they can move 1, 2, 3 with that move, and then push their mobility to. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Push mobility, see if they get further. Yep. So this guy gets to here. So he's just out of range of Riley. So he's going to use another move action to get into engaged range. And why the fuck was it still on private? Okay. So that's that Ripper's turn. The next one is going to go 1, 2, 3. Roll its mobility. And it doesn't get any farther, but it is going to use its other move action to go 1, 2, 3. And then this one is going to go, oops, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, and same over business. It goes, I'll just move Riley a little bit. It goes 3, just so I can fit them all in the same text. Okay, so that's the first group. Now it's Matthias's turn.
That's the first group, and I see. Check something real quick. Well, wait. All right. So wait, is that 5?
Is,
Okay, wait.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm trying to figure out if I'm within short range to shoot at the 3 wolves or the rippers, which I think I am. I'm not sure though. So 2, 4. Nope, I am way out of line. So I'll use my 2 actions to move. So 1, 2, mobility check just for the hell of it. Where's it? There it is. And that's an extra 1. And then I'll use my last mobility action to move down to here, or move action, and I'll end my turn here.
Okay. Next is this colonist who is going to follow your lead move, 2, and then do his mobility. He doesn't get farther, so he's just going to go here, and that's his turn. This next Ripper down here is going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do its mobility twice. Oh man. 1, 2, 3. Or actually, no, yeah, no, it's still okay. So that's as far as it goes. So it just starts beelining for the colonists. Riley, it's your turn.
I am retreating.
Okay. I don't think it's like Alien where they can get like an attack of opportunity on you. I think it's just a case where you can back up and start shooting them.
Page 63. I have to succeed in an ability roll. If I fail the ability roll, then you get free attacks that I can't do anything about.
Ooh, okay.
So I succeeded. Success.
Is it opposed or is it just you roll?
It says you must make a mobility roll to move out of the hex. If you fail, you still move, but your enemy gets an immediate free close attack against you. Free
Okay.
attack occurs out of turn order. It doesn't count towards their actions,
Okay.
and you cannot block it.
Okay. So it's not opposed, so you just move out of engaged range to which hex?
You know, 2, 3, and then build.
How did you move 3?
I got 1 success. That's right. Hold on.
Well, there you go. 3. Oh, I was thinking
That's
you're
where I'm
using
at.
you're using your other action to move.
That's my turn.
Okay. Locus is going to let's see, what's the range on his rifle? It is a range of 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to I guess like aim and fire at the guy out in the open at a -1. Then -1. Nope, he misses. Shot goes wide. Then I also need to okay, so that is Lucas's turn. Next, is one Ripper moves out from cover 1, 2, 3, and it's going to go another 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just roll his mobility twice. Wow.
Yeah, OZ. Yeah.
Okay, so he's moving a total of an additional 6 hexes, so 3, 4, 5, 6. And next is another one that comes out of cover and is going to do the same thing. Go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then rolls mobility twice. So he gets an additional 3 hexes, so it's 1, 2, 3. Okay. And it's Eldad's turn.
All right, I'm going to take my fast action to run. I'm going to try to hit the.
Get to the
I'm not
tree.
sure how to. I'm going to just kind of show you where I'm going to try to get to there, but I know I have to run. So,
You don't have to roll
mobility.
mobility unless you're trying to get extra hexes.
Well, how many hexes can I make?
You can move 2 with 1 action.
All right. So
And a mobility roll each success equals an additional action. I also forgot I need to add Run 'em Over Reynolds and Armbjorn to the turn order.
I thought you were keeping them out of.
Oh yeah, that's right. So they'll sit out on this one, especially because you've already got 3 other guys to actually, yeah, you already got other guys helping you.
all right. Am I provided any cover by being in this hex, or do I have to push it to move?
You're right here. You're standing out in the open. You have to get to the tree to.
So then I do need to kind of use the.
Roll one like you can roll a mobility to see if
Yeah,
you
I'm
succeed. You
just-
get 1 extra hex depending on how many. No. Well, you could
Ooh,
push the 3 if you wanted to, or if you want to get further, you can use your other action to get an additional 2 X's.
Oh, sorry. No, you know what? My issue is I would have dropped the backpack before running. I see that
Oh.
it was still on there.
Oh, okay.
But in any case, it's for next time. So I just made it there. Drop the backpack here as a free action. No, drop pack is actually a fast action. So I can't do that till next turn. But in the meantime, my slow action will be to fire at this guy there.
Okay, so that is basically hip shot. So you are fast, like doing a hip fire, like quick aim for. It's gonna be -2 to hit.
Yeah. All right. Let me. Sorry about that. I gotta get the. Figure out how to do the attack at -2.
Well, yeah, you click the weapon and then you hit attack, and then it gives you an option. Like,
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's a
also, I need you
excuse.
to like hold Alt and then click on the one you're attacking. Because
Whoops.
what that'll do for me is I can, if you succeed on a roll, I can apply damage. Also, were you firing a single shot?
Yeah.
Okay. If you would like to push that, you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna push it because we're in trouble.
Okay. So then I will do. Hold on. What the fuck? Why is it not letting me apply damage to this thing? Maybe if I apply damage. Okay. So yeah, it suffer like you hit it in the limb and like one of its front legs, and it cries out, but it's still going. Um, takes some damage. Excellent.
Right.
Gunner.
So I'm guessing it is awkwardly the one which Eldar's just injured is 6 hexes away from me, not 5.
Yeah, it's
Which is,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
I guess, an aimed shot would have -1 for it being
Short
one
range,
outside of the
like
range.
medium range. So it'd be -1. Aiming, just cancel out the quick shot.
Yeah. So I was thinking if I move closer and don't aim, that would be
-3 total.
-2. Yeah. Whereas if I stay here and just aim, then
Yeah,
that
it's
seems
only -1, so you
that
got
makes more
better
sense.
odds and plus that
Yeah,
way you'd
yeah.
be further away from it.
Which is ideal. So yes, we will. Hopefully I've loaded this properly. And -1, I'll 5 rate of fire is how I ran out of bullets far too soon. We'll go for 3. 3 seems like a nice middle ground. And I guess I'll push that.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
Wow.
There we go.
All right.
And hopefully I selected re-enemy and that stuff worked.
Yeah.
On my screen it looks like I have.
Are
So.
you using the success for an extra hit on the ammo dice?
Yes, I think I am.
All right, it's dead.
Excellent.
Because you actually hit it in the torso, and it has an armored torso, but the bullets still like rip through it. No pun intended. And you managed to kill it.
I'll also dropping the backpack is a free action, so I'll drop my
No,
bag in
it's a
case I have to do
fast.
any movement.
I thought
Is
it
it a
was.
fast?
I thought it was set
Yeah.
to be fast.
Unfortunately, it's a fast. It's page
The rules
56.
reference I have lied to me. In that case, I'll keep my backpack on. Thank you very much. I'll just be standing very still, shooting my rifle, and that's my turn.
Okay, cool. So that is Gunner's turn. So next we've got two people. Hold on, did Lucas already go? I don't see him in the turn order. Oh, he is, and I totally fucking missed him. Oh well, I'll go for Lucas
He
next time.
shoot.
No, this guy shot. I don't think Lucas did.
Okay.
Oh no, he did shoot actually. I forgot he did it. Yeah, never mind. So that was Gunner's turn. So next, this guy is going to, let's see, 1, 2. Well, he's going to move 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he's going to do an aim action at this guy, at this Ripper. So he's aiming. That's his turn. This guy is going to 1, 2, and I guess aim as well at the one up front and center. So next is round 2. So this one up here turns the corner and goes after Matthias. So it has the moves to get in a range with him, and it's going to attack. And okay, it bites, it chomps at your torso, but your armor would soak that.
Nice.
So it bites at you. This one is going to do the same. It's going to run up to you and take a lunge at you. Oh my god. Hold on, wait. Is it able to
Damn it.
crit?
No, it has 0 crit.
Yeah, that's strange. Oh well, so I guess it doesn't. But it does do, hold on, I'll just, you don't have to mark your thing, I'll just select you and apply damage. Oh, apply damage. Alright. So, yeah, grabs on your arm, chomps, and it's like, it's got its teeth sunk in and stuff. Your armor, like, it kind of goes through a little bit. And that would be its turn. Third one, goes 1, 2. I'll try to get to Riley. And it gets to Riley, and then it's going to attack him. Okay, take 1 point of damage. So you can mark that yourself, or I can. Okay, I see you did it. Alright, good. So it bites at your torso and gets a pretty good hit on you, draws a little bit of blood. That's its turn. Matthias's turn.
There's no rules about if 2 enemies are on the same axis as me, I take a penalty to hit, right?
You take penalties because they're engaged.
What if I shoot at them?
That would still be an engaged range. You're trying to fire your gun in, like, let's check, like, hold on, wait, oops, that's the items directory. Because in terms of range combat, so firing in engaged range, is, oh, interesting. Apparently I'm looking at the modifiers. There isn't a fucking thing for engaged range. That's very unusual. Oh, oh yeah, no, active target in the same hex, is, this is -1/-2, which, I think is a minus. I'll say it's a -2 because it says pistol carbines and SMGs get -1. All other ranged weapons get -2. Okay, so you're firing. That's -2.
Well, they made the mistake of waking up today, so hold on. So hold on. It's 2 people, or it's 2 wolves. Well, I have ammo on the other LMG, so I think this is gonna be fine. Do I really want to push that ammo dice? That is like 5. I don't want to give up the good rolls either. I can't. I have to push all the dice if I want to push the ammo dice, right?
Well, it'll still save successes. It won't completely
okay.
reroll everything. It just rerolls everything that wasn't a success or a failure.
Alright, let's go for that. Wow. Wow, I just had to open my mouth, didn't I?
Oh boy.
Well, my weapon's at reliability of 1 and it's jammed, but I still did get a.
Which one were you targeting?
I was targeting this one, and I'd like to use the extra hit on this one.
Are you
Actually,
able to?
no.
I can't remember. Are you able to do that? Or is
I
it
remember
only
that
ammo
you're able
dice?
to.
I
I
thought
don't
it was
know.
just ammo dice. One sec, I'll try and check.
Yeah, I'm doing the same because I have not seen a lot of full auto fire. So let's see. I don't see anything about automatic fire. Or wait, ammunition. Uh, so the thing is, you have to use. Yeah, you have to use. It's under ammunition. You have to use a hit on an ammo dice.
All right then. Never
So
mind.
it's basically just doing max damage on one of these two.
Alright,
So this.
I'll just do max damage on this one.
Okay. So. All right. Body armor deflected 1. Uh, so it is down to 1 HP. Like it, yeah,
Did
shouldn't have
crit
said
it.
that, but oh well. It's looking pretty fucking battered up after getting like barraged with full auto machine gun fire. So next,
Did crit it. I don't know if
Hey,
that helps. I did crit it because I did do
yeah,
3 damage.
hey, Cody,
what
can we backtrack a second?
to
I
what?
wish to block
Oh,
that attack.
okay. Sure.
Because I totally forgot there's blocking in me.
Yeah, if you want to block that right quick, then go for it.
Doesn't matter. I still take it.
Okay. So yeah, Matthias's turn. You're gonna have to unjam your gun on your turn. So this guy, this civilian, uh, is not wanting to fire and potentially hit you, so he's going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he can hit this Ripper on the road. Um, so he's going to um to fire at this one and then no, I don't want. Why is the colonist targeted? No, I don't want to fucking. Why is it selecting the guy? I don't understand. Okay,
You should be able to right click and change the target. I
there
think
we
it
go. So
is.
it takes 1 damage. So and also I forgot. Like yeah, the machine gun's crit rating would be for all intents and purposes enough to kill that. So that one, uh, Matthias is killed. So you've killed one of the two and fucked up your gun in the process. Okay, so that Ripper is taking some damage. Um, next is this one to the south. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then see if we can get some extra movement. 1, 2, and then it's going to get in the same hex as him. So that's its turn. Now it's Riley's turn.
Alrighty. What's the modifiers for shooting in the same hex again?
Let's see about that. So range combat. So active target in the same. I think it's. Oh Christ, what is it? Friendly fire. You can fire at a target even if your line of fire crosses hex, but these friendlies almost make immediate CUF rolls to avoid being suppressed. If your shot misses, roll 2d6, and it means a friendly is hit instead. So I don't think there's actually a modifier for it. I don't see a modifier listed in the table. So it's just basically whatever range modifier. But if you miss, you hit the colonist. Or you can miss the colonist potentially. Or hit. Yeah. So yeah, it's like,
Okay.
did you aim?
No, I lost my fast action for blocking.
Oh, okay, so you're just doing a quick shot. All right.
So it's -2. Right?
Correct.
All right, that's my turn.
You don't want to push?
Have you looked at my stress?
Okay, point taken. Okay, but now I need to roll friendly fire. /R 2d6. Okay, good thing is you did not hit the colonist.
Alrighty.
So you are clear. Okay, Lucas is going to because I think no, he didn't name these two guys in the back did. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and what's his weapon? Oh, it's got exactly 9 range. How convenient for him. He's gonna aim and fire it.
Sorry, was there a question earlier about firing at an enemy in your own hex?
Correct.
Page 63 at the bottom. Firing in close combat.
What's the name of the column it's under? Like the section?
It's under ranged combat. It just
The
says
section.
if you shoot an inactive and
Yeah, it's
aware enemy in the
-2.
same hex as you, you get a negative modifier to ranged attacks, depending on your weapons,
We
pistol,
already went over
carbine.
this. We discovered that it was -2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. Roll that. Let's see. Oh wow, he hits it.
Nice.
And let's do the apply damage to it. Apply damage. So it takes one good hit. Next, this guy's dead. So this Ripper is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's going to roll mobility twice. Oh,
Nice.
so it's going to
Wow.
actually it can go 1, 2, 3. So it's in the same axis as Lucas. Then there's no point to pushing his mobility because it's exactly where it wants to go. Eldad, it's your turn.
I think the same one that I fired at before is the only one that is safe for me to get to. I'm not going to use any movement to hide, so I will use it to aim instead. So I'll just attack without any negative modifiers.
Which one were you targeting?
Same one that I'm targeting.
Well, I know, but I'm saying which one.
Oh, I thought you saw it. Sorry.
Oh, that one?
It has the 4 arrows on it.
That one? That's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Currently,
yeah,
this one, this one, this one, and then this one, and then the one by Riley are the only 4 left standing.
Okay, sorry. So then it's going to be this one. I'll untarget that. This guy here.
Okay. So
Most
you
times.
hit that one. Let me just target it. Then apply damage to that. Wait, hold on, why did it? That shouldn't have instantly killed it.
Well, it should be 2 damage, not 1.
Yeah. Well, no, hold on. I'm saying the problem is it targeted the wrong one, I think.
Oh, I apologize. Okay. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what it did. Well, either way, I don't know which one it even targeted in the first place. But this one should have taken 1 point of damage. Either way. So, I'll just ignore that. Okay, so that's your turn. Okay, it's Gunner's turn.
I guess I will. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll shoot at the one which is next to Lucas. Not at all, because it's the one that's closest to then killing me if it gets through. So select that. Select D10. Attack. I'll Aim. I seem to have 1 bullet left, so I guess I'll use that 1 bullet.
One in the chamber.
One, one in the chamber, and we'll see. There's no modifiers, is there? It's just misses could injure him. So
yeah, misses could hit the person that you're targeting.
it's only 1 shot. How bad could it go?
Pretty damn well, as it turns out.
That's very nice.
So, which one were you shooting at?
The one next to Lucas, I hopefully targeted it properly.
Okay. Because apparently I need a target for it to fucking work. So there's that, and then apply damage. It is. Why is it not dealing damage to them? What the fuck? It's not dealing damage to the right ones. Whatever. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm just gonna manually do it. So it is dealt 2, so it's down to pretty low. It's like it's getting ripped up with bullets. Next is this colonist who's going to aim and fire at the one that's attacking Lucas. It's going to do that. And then... yeah, he's definitely not pushing, but at least he succeeded. So he hits it, and that damage is enough to kill it. So the bullets rip through the ripper, and then it falls over sideways, mid-lunge, and it is dead. Next is... oh, I went in the wrong order. So next is this guy with a rifle. So he's going to... oh, for fuck's sake, they both have... I forgot to change the weapon, so whatever. We'll just say both of them have raptors. Because I don't want to have to manually adjust that now. So he's going to fire at the guy in range with the... engage with the other colonists, so he's going to shoot. And do that. And yeah, he misses, which is not good, because now I need to roll 2d6 to see if he hits his friend. Which he doesn't, luckily. So he doesn't hit anything but the dirt, or but the snow. Okay, so round 3, this ripper is dead. This one is going after Matthias. So he's going to bite him. Alright. 2 damage to the arms, so you would actually take 1 point of damage. So there's that. And then, oh, actually, you could based on what Riley brought up earlier, Riley, you said it was you can block with a fast action,
Correct.
even if it's out of turn.
Correct. It uses your next fast.
Okay, so you can use one of your fast actions to try to block that if you want. Matthias? K-Town, you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because you didn't say anything earlier. Do you want to block with your fast action?
No.
Okay.
I could deal with this. I have enough health.
Okie doke. So you do
I'm
that.
with-
Riley, this guy's gonna try to bite you. Alright, do you want to block?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. You take that damage. Although actually you wouldn't have needed to do that because it only did 1 damage and your armor would have taken it. Same goes for, well, actually not for Matthias, but for Riley, you wouldn't have.
Actually, you're supposed to declare it before the attack happens. You're
Oh.
supposed to say you're being attacked in melee. Do you wish to block?
Okay.
So you
Alright.
spend it either way.
Right. Okay, well, I wasn't aware of that because this is the first time I've ever run close combat that I
Yep.
can remember.
And I totally forgot about that too.
Yeah, okay, so good to know, thank you. So that guy misses, so now it's Matthias' turn. Keep in mind your weapon is jammed. You could switch to another weapon, but you wouldn't be able to fire it this turn.
Switching is a slow action.
Yep. And the good news is that you only used a fast in order to block.
Alright. Then I would like to switch to my second machine gun and end my turn.
Okay. I gotta see how many fucking weapons you're carrying. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh, that's great. Okay, so that's your turn.
Yeah.
This colonist is going to fire at the Ripper, or actually he's going to, yeah, fire at the Ripper and engage range with him, which, is a -2, I believe. But he was aiming at it, so that's just a -2 overall. It's not like -4. -2. Oh, for the love of God. Alright, well, he missed. And this guy, and this Ripper's not going to retaliate, so it's going to, it's going to close combat, bite. And it misses. Okay, Riley, it's your turn.
Alrighty, I'll shoot him again. Hold on. Oh, ignore the roll.
Okay.
I forgot to put the modifiers in. Sorry. So I am -2, -4, so -2, -3, because it's +1.
Okay.
I hit.
Yep.
Headshot.
So that does 2 damage to it, so 1, 2. Okay. Next is Lucas, who is going to, the guy next to him is dead, so he's going to fire at the one attacking one of his fellow colonists. Aim and fire. Oh, wow, he hits. So he hits and he kills it.
Nice.
Actually, no, no, he does. Never mind. For a second, I was saying his weapon only does 1 damage, but it does 2. So he did exactly enough damage to kill it. So that one's dead. That one's dead. Eldad.
All right. So when you say that one's dead, I kind of don't see it on the map.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I know
I'm
because they don't
assuming
have.
this
What'll,
one's dead
yeah,
and this one's dead.
yeah. What I'll do to make it easier is I'll hide the ones that are dead because they all have the same aura.
Okay, but it's okay because I think from here, anyways, I can target this one. Correct?
Yeah. The only 2 left alive are the ones harassing Riley and Matthias.
Yeah. So Matthias is the one exactly in range, so I'm able to reach that without any negative modifiers by taking the slow and fast actions to fire at it. And I'll take the win.
Okay.
But I think
So.
oh well, I haven't even been using my +1 ranged combat roll, so my mistake. For next
Yeah.
time, I'll know.
And also don't forget you can always roll ammo dice if you want.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm
Okay. So you do 1 point of damage. Next is Gunner.
I will go for a reload, which will definitely not end up being a slow action because that would
If
be
you roll ranged combat, you can turn it in, and succeed, you can turn it
Yeah.
fast.
Exactly. That'll definitely work out for me.
There you have
Okay,
it.
cool. It did actually work out for once. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the one fighting Matthias is 1 out of range. I don't really want to injure Matthias, so I guess I'll reload and move, which is less exciting. I will mobility roll. I'll move to here, and then I'll mobility to see any further, and have a backpack on, so this will go terribly. Yeah, very unexciting turn. Gunner out.
Okay. So next is this colonist who is going to try to save Matthias. He's going to aim and fire. Uh-oh.
Whoops.
Okay, he hits Matthias. So now, and that is, I'll just use the previous hit location of arm. So he hits you in the arm for 1 point of damage because your armor would block one of the two.
Nice.
So like, imagine like he's spraying his weapon like down this way towards this thing, but the bullets kind of go wide like this and hit you in the arm. So that was his turn, and then this other guy, seeing the fact that his friend accidentally shot one of the guys that was helping us, he just sort of slowly backs away. And he's like, no, and just is going to guard the civilians. Okay, so next are these last two. This one is going to attack Matthias in close combat. Do you wish to block?
It's Matthias, right?
Yeah, Matthias. Are you going to block?
No.
Okay. Okay, so he does 1 point of damage, but your armor soaks it. So that's its turn. Same order of business with Riley. It's going to attack you. Do you wish to block?
Yep.
Okay. So I guess roll your. Do you roll block first, or do you roll? Or does it
It
matter?
don't matter.
Okay.
Any successes I get reduces
Cancel.
your successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll roll it and see, because it could fail. Or not. So your armor blocks one of it, but you do take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
I
I don't
now
have
it's
armor in
Matthias.
No, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, like, wait, I don't have armor. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is space.
Yeah. So Matthias, you've currently got one in your immediate AO, and there's one by Riley. Okay. Nice.
I'll shoot the one right in front of me.
Okay.
So let me just adjust everything. And let's use some ammo dice.
Alright. All damage?
All damage.
Okay, you hit it in the torso, so it blocks 1 point of damage, but it takes a total of 2. So 1, 2. And those shots hit it pretty hard. It sort of cringes, and it's sort of like, you can tell it's sort of struggling to stay on its feet. But it's determined, and it's not really going anywhere for the time being. So this colonist will skip because he doesn't want to hit anybody. Skip. Riley.
Hold on. There we go. So I'm gonna say I'm out of ammo because I forgot to change clips and shot twice. Usually shoot you twice runs most of my bullets. So I'm just gonna hit him with the butt of my thing because I'm done wasting ammo.
Okay.
Did you want to block?
No, it doesn't have any actions to do so.
Well, no, it just takes your next free.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, yeah, it'll block. Um, so I guess okay, close combat. Okay, so you hit it in the leg and do 2 damage.
1 damage.
No, I see damage 2 on
Do you have
rifle butt.
armor?
No, it doesn't. Not on the legs.
Maybe it's just 1 success. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
2 damage.
Okay, you kill it.
I should have just hit him with the damn butt of the weapon from the beginning and saved the damn ammo. That was kind of stupid. But the last time I used it, it sucked. But I forgot these are animals. They don't have armor.
Well, it has torso armor, but that's about it.
It does have torso armor.
Yeah, it's like got
I
an
don't feel
armadillo.
as
It's
bad.
got like the body of an armadillo, but its head and tail and legs are more wolf-like than anything else. Okay, so but you kill it, so Lucas's turn. Lucas will skip because he doesn't want to hit Matthias. This guy is dead. This guy's dead. Eldad.
Yeah. I'm gonna try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still there's still that one available that's within range. So I will use
Yes.
aim and I'll push it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's
Headshot,
better.
and it's dead.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so that is this little skirmish ended. So what is your next step?
Is anybody hurt that I know of?
Yes.
I am very hurt.
I am rushing over.
The problem
Uh,
is I don't think you can heal somebody without, like, unless they're broken.
Right. Okay. So there's nothing I
Oh,
can do other than
no. He gets
preventative
1
stuff.
free heal.
Oh,
He gets 1 heal that he can number of successes heals us. Then
oh,
after that, he just has to do healing rolls when we rest, and
Right.
okay.
he can get us back 2 boxes instead of 1.
I'll get there. You're both in that hex, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just come to you.
Oh God. So what? How bad do I make it for everybody?
Well, who were you healing first?
Roll it.
Yeah. Basically do like a coin flip. 1 is Matthias, 2 is Riley.
They each roll a one. Yeah, 1d6. We'll see. All right. There you go.
Okay, you were healing Riley.
Oh, typical.
So what does that do to Riley? By the way, just so I know.
I think you hurt me more.
Okay, that's what I
I'm
wanted to
looking
kind
it
of
up.
figure out. I was looking that up the other day. It's not under medicine. It's actually probably would be under skills, right?
I think so.
No, it's page 74.
Under what? Like, what's the handout called?
Oh, it's actually page 73. It's under
Damage?
damage, yeah.
Recovery. Slow action. It doesn't say you have a what do we call it? A recovery. Like if you take, if it doesn't say failures give you damage, so you don't hurt them. But in this case, especially because these things were like wild animals. I'm looking at the handout. Infection. Uh, a unless you're treated within a With a medical roll within a shift after taking damage, you must make an infection roll to resist falling ill. And in other hazards, it is where disease. You need to make a stamina roll. So
Should be
that's
fine.
yeah. So that's Riley and Matthias because you both were bit. Okay.
Right, but
Can I
I can
push it?
still
Yeah.
try to heal Matthias, right? If I have the time.
Oh my god.
Oh crap.
Well, wait, Matthias doesn't need to do that yet because he hasn't been healed yet. If he gets healed, he doesn't have to roll that.
Oh.
But I will because he just buffed his roll.
Oh wow. I might have done actually something good for Matthias.
Oh, Christ. I'm a goddamn infected. Well, I might as well push
do I
it
get
because
4
what the
back?
hell?
Do
I'm
I get 4
already
back because of the 2
screwed.
successes?
I'm
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
already
see.
screwed. Now I'm infected. I think Riley's just gonna run off and die, and I'll bring a different character because this guy he irritates me.
Okay, recovery.
Now hold on. The thing is,
Medical aid. This is slow action. If successful, you immediately heal a number of damage points equal to the number of successes rolled. So yes,
Fine
you have
then. I'm fine then.
4.
well, no, the thing is, so Riley, so you could actually make another roll on him to try to cure his disease.
Sure. I'll do
Because
that.
basically the way it works, so your original roll to heal him was after he took damage, but now he's infected, so you can make another roll to help him.
Sure.
And now here's the thing. The caregiver rolls for medical aid modified by the virulence of the disease. If you were given antibiotics, which I don't know if you have or not, though I think Armbjorn actually has some. I will double check.
Right, I take another point of damage.
Armbjorn has antibiotics. He's got 1 dose of those, so he will give them to you, and you get
Right.
a +3 bonus to the roll. So you're rolling
Well,
medical aid
actually,
+3. Unless, yeah.
there's a few other modifiers which I kind of should have known better first time I'm playing a medic here. But okay, but there's not okay. He's not incapacitated, so there's not that.
Yeah, that,
No, I
that's
just
what.
start having a fever, and then you
Okay,
realize, oh
right.
shit, he's infected.
So just +3 from antibiotic use, correct?
Correct. Do you have antibiotics of your own?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna push it.
Hey, there you go.
All right.
So
That's something.
you treat Riley's infected wound. I will remove the antibiotics from Armbjorn's sheet. Which, hold on, antibiotics are a 1-use thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, so there's that gone. So Riley's wound infection is dealt with. I feel like this is pretty much a good point to wrap up. So now it's experience time. Let's go to develop your character. Everybody let me know when you have your character sheets up and good to go.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if everybody participated very actively, so everybody gets 1 point for just being there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you follow your moral code despite significant risk, blah, blah, blah?
Sure. Not really.
I don't know. I think going and trying to help the refugees probably was active enough for that.
Let me check because I don't remember what yours is off the top of my head. Oh, I don't have your moral code isn't written on your sheet.
Oh, hang on. Let me just see if I have that in the other thing.
Because I don't remember what it is.
Oh, I have my Foundry open, so I'll check.
Okay.
Moral code: life, no matter what, no matter whose, is important if we are to rebuild and be successful.
Okay. So I guess yeah, you were helping these people. That's good to go. What about Riley?
Riley was successful in his recon roll.
Okay. So yeah, you get a point with that. So you do well at that, and Gunner. Gunner? You're still muted, Drackelstein. Or, well, I know he stepped away before, but I don't know if he
Yeah,
came
his
back.
character's no longer tagged as AFK.
Okay. So I guess we'll come back to him. I don't want to bog this down too much. Okay. So next question. Where the hell was that handout? I just had it. Develop your character. So risk or sacrifice something for your big dream.
What? We totally forgot CUF rules.
Yeah.
Nobody rolled a CUF roll that whole fight. That was awesome.
Well, technically, you only roll if you're getting shot at, don't you?
Oh, I should have CUF'd at least twice, totally. And then the animal, too, got hit twice. And
Oh my
yeah, so I don't
god.
feel bad that I missed. You forgot it, too.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, it happens. So it's my first time running like animal combat, so I wasn't really thinking that they would be CF. Oh well. Next time. So anybody do anything for your big dream?
Mine's to open a medical practice in a stable and growing community, so no.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who did this, so I haven't been able to punch him in the face. So no, I feel like punching myself in the face. You guys do realize that Riley is now out for 3 days, at least, before he can do anything.
It's nice.
Would you want to take over one of the NPCs in that time?
Probably.
Okay. So that way you can still like act and stuff. Okay, we'll discuss here next time. You travel through one hex in the travel map you had not visited before, so everybody gets a point for that. You overcame this dangerous event, which you used violent means to solve. So you get a point for that, and if you risk your life for your buddy, then you get a point for that.
I don't even have a buddy. Buddies are so rare.
Yeah, I don't have a buddy either.
Would you look at that? A coincidence of wants.
I tell you.
Her
Who was
needs.
the other one that hurt? If he was if I was your buddy, you could probably get a point because you charged the animals.
That was me. I don't have a
Yeah,
buddy
but I
though.
don't know if I'm your buddy, then you could have gotten one.
I know, but it wasn't my buddy. Someone else. It's a Gunnarsson.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
that would have been a good case that you would have gotten a buddy if you were mine because you charged knowing that I was overrun.
Got it.
Okay. And so for coolness under fire, anybody who wants to increase it can by rolling. Or actually, no, nobody rolled coolness under fire in this, as Riley said. So forget about that. Unit morale. You have been in combat. I wouldn't say you've helped people yet. You have traveled at least one hex towards, so you can bump it up by 2. Your unit morale. So there's that, and anybody who wants to like redefine your moral code and seek a new dream and all that stuff, find another buddy. Just you don't need, I don't need an answer right now. Just tell me what you decide later on. So, uh, yeah, that's how was that session, guys?
Pretty good.
Oh,
Alrighty.
thank you very much for inviting me, and I enjoyed the opportunity to play with you guys.
You
Yeah.
get to watch Riley just fail every fucking week with double ones.
On top
Every week.
of getting shot at most of the time, and now he's infected.
Well, no, he's not infected anymore. He got cured.
Well,
Uh,
in a day,
He called
because
bedtime.
you don't realize he's infected for a day.
Oh.
So that's why it's 3 days. So in a day, I get healed, but I don't, I can't recover while infected. So you don't know until a day later. Then I get healed, and then I can start dropping. But I'm down to, I'm down 4 out of 6, and 4 out of 6 first. I only have 2 boxes left on either side, so he's pretty much can't do anything.
it's
He
like
could
that,
defend himself,
but I rolled
but
good, so I'm not infected anymore. I'm not infected, and I'm back to full.
this guy is like the most unluckiest character. I mean, the doc rolls 2 ones against him. It is the funniest thing. He just every week, just the bad shit just keeps happening to him. It's funny.
Okay, well, that was a good session. Thank you everybody for playing and been putting on a good show. I need to get going, and I'll catch you guys 2 weeks from today.